lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also will improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael. And more. iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial free this weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and make it your next preset.
iHeart Radio.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit reesewindows.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Grand is your 3 o'clock keyword. That's G-R-A-N-D. Just slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000, guys. Grand. That'll do it. That is your 3 o'clock keyword. Good luck.
Get that money.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is right over there, and Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, does this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on The Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. President Trump is calling the Jeffrey Epstein case a, quote, hoax, end quote. In a post on Truth Social this morning, Trump called it, quote, the new scam, end quote, created by Democrats. He went on to say his so-called, quote, past supporters have bought into it, quote, hook, line, and sinker, end quote. The Trump administration has been facing backlash since the release of a joint memo from the FBI and Justice Department that stated Epstein did not have a client list and confirmed he died by suicide. Yesterday, House Speaker Mike Johnson and Attorney General Pam Bondi, or rather, Mike Johnson said Attorney General Pam Bondi needs to explain her statements regarding Jeffrey Epstein. All right, closer to home, Senator Blaise Ingoglia, who represents parts of Central Florida, has been appointed as Governor DeSantis' new chief financial officer. The governor made the announcement today in Tampa. Senator Ingoglia promises to be an important voice for property tax relief here in Florida.
I am going to work hand and glove, side by side, with this governor to make sure that we get rid of property taxes on homestead exemption and offer real property tax relief to the people of the state of Florida.
Now, the cabinet seat has been vacant since April. Ingoglia, a longtime DeSantis ally, replaces Jimmy Patronis, who resigned to serve in Congress. Now, this move sets up a potential political clash with President Trump, who has endorsed Sarasota Senator Joe Gruters, for next year's CFO race.
Interesting.
So we'll see what happens there. All right, Brightline is seeking $400 million in state bonds to help expand its passenger rail service from Miami to Tampa. The funds would support design, construction, and other development costs for the privately operated rail line, which currently ends in Orlando. A public hearing is scheduled for 2 p.m. Thursday by the Florida Development Finance Corporation. Transportation officials say the project is critical to meeting the growing demand along the busy I-4 corridor. That is from the Department of Duh.
I saw the route today. It looks interesting as well.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically a beltway around the entire state of Florida.
It really is.
It's just a way for us to get away from having to travel the roads.
Could
That
have
should tell you something.
Could have had that bright line 10 years ago.
I know, seriously. All right, last call is going to come a little earlier in one part of Osceola County. A lot of local businesses not happy about this, but the Kissimmee City Council voted yesterday to ban alcohol sales after midnight without a special permit. That 12-month permit would cost $250 and would have to be approved by the police chief. The new law takes effect October 1st. The council also approved a higher fine for those who violate the noise ordinance. Basically, what they're saying is between midnight and 3 a.m. is when they get the most calls for violence, fights, but last call.
But wait, $250 for a 12-month permit?
Yep.
That's nothing.
Is that for the buyer or for the business?
That would be for the business.
Yeah.
I gotta buy a drinking card now.
No, so they spend $250. They can stay open late for a year.
Yeah, it seems really cheap,
right?
Yeah, $20 a month.
Exactly.
Like $250,000.
And that's coming from Jack Bradshaw, you guys.
Yeah, you got that.
All right, Orange County commissioners could end their agreement with ICE. The board is asking the county attorney to explore ways to amend or terminate the contract. If immigration duties are halted, local law enforcement would no longer have to transport illegal immigrants to detention centers like Alligator, Alcatraz. No official vote has been taken, but a county attorney did warn commissioners the county could face state or federal funding cuts if they follow through with these changes. Speaking of Alligator, Alcatraz, those who are trying to close the facility have another ally. The Miccosukee Tribe of Indians of Florida filed motion Monday to join a lawsuit filed last month by environmental groups. All are trying to get the state to close that immigration detention facility in the Everglades. The Miccosukes say they share the other plaintiffs' environmental concerns, but they also claim the facility poses a threat to their traditional and religious ceremonies.
Yeah, they should probably read on how America feels about Native American lands and culture and appropriations. I got bad news for them.
All right, school is set to begin in Florida next month. Can you guys wrap your mind around that?
I cannot. The idea of that is even crazy.
It seems like they just got out for summer vacation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Although parents are like, shh, shut up. They go back to school.
Could it be earlier?
Yeah, exactly. How about next week?
Advancement program?
Florida's education commissioner is reminding districts about an important tool, the My Florida Schools portal.
This portal is an incredible tool for parents to see every educational option available in their area. As commissioner, it is my mission to ensure that our school districts are firing on all cylinders and that everyone's rights are respected.
Okay, give me a second here. Commissioner Anastasios Kamoutsas also warned superintendents.
You don't know if it's right. You don't know if it's right.
You want to take a look at it and give it a shot?
No, I do not want to give it a shot.
Okay, well then you be quiet.
She said it one time with confidence.
That's all it takes.
Didn't repeat it a second time a different way, so I know it could be right.
Yeah, all right.
Anastasios Kamoutsas, there you go,
all right,
also warned superintendents who violate teacher or parental rights will be dealt with. This school year will also be the first where cell phones are not allowed during the entire school day for elementary and middle school students. Jack, middle school students.
Oh, worst people and human beings in the world.
They are.
High school students can use their phone outside of class.
Look, if they want to deport somebody, I got to tell you something. You want to get my vote back? Deport middle schoolers. And I don't care where they're from. Round them up. Right there at lunch. Pack them up, send them off.
You know what? And so do the seventh graders.
Yeah.
You know, not 6, not 8. Go for 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really bad.
They're deporting people to a country I've never even heard of now.
Yeah,
like
I know.
at Swanning or whatever. Send them all there.
Yep, exactly.
Could you imagine a government getting a boatload of American middle schoolers? They would leave.
They would.
They would immediately just get on that same boat and get out of there.
You can have the country.
Yeah, you guys have it.
Again, high school students can use their phone outside of class, but that does have with teacher permission. All right, a trial date is being set for Phoenix Eichner, the man accused in the deadly mass shooting at Florida State University. A Leon County judge announced that jury selection will begin on November 3rd, despite objections from Eichner's defense team that they won't be ready.
I am still investigating the case. My client's entitled to effective assistance of counsel.
The 20-year-old is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted murder. He's accused of opening fire at the student union back in April. 2 adults were killed and 5 students were hurt. Eichner was also injured. He was shot in the jaw. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in the case. Speaking of the death penalty, a convicted double murderer has been executed in Florida. Officials say Michael Bernard Bell was put to death by lethal injection last night. He was convicted in 1995 for fatally shooting a man and a woman outside a Jacksonville bar. This was the 26th execution in the U.S. this year, which marks a 10-year high. And like I said yesterday, there are 9 more scheduled after this one. Bell was the 8th inmate to be executed in Florida in 2025. Oh, I found some more people to put on that boat to that country that we can't pronounce anymore with the middle schoolers.
Yeah, it's Swanee or whatever.
So 3 young people are facing charges. 3 Utes.
3 Utes?
3 Utes for allegedly setting a yacht on fire.
All right.
In Manatee County.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Police say the 11, 12, and 14-year-olds fired flare guns from a bridge.
Oh, boy.
Igniting the 45-foot vessel on Monday afternoon at Bradenton's Twin Dolphin Marina. Jimmy, as an idea, or Jack, either of you guys, how much would a 45-foot vessel cost?
More than I got.
Do you know the answer to it?
I do not, but I'm going to guess it's got to be a couple of million.
Yeah, I think it would be, depending on what kind of boat it is, $500,000 and up.
Oh. Well, surveillance video and witness accounts led detectives to the trio who were later identified and questioned, imagine this, you guys,
right.
with their parents.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
What kind of boat was it again? 45-foot what?
Yeah, it just said a 45-foot, they called it a yacht.
Okay, very nice.
45-foot yacht. Yeah.
That just got more expensive when you throw that word on there.
When you use that
it's
word.
like wedding instead of just looking for a dress.
Yeah, $200,000 to $1 million.
Oh. Well, the 14-year-old faces arson and firearm charges, while the younger 2 are charged with illegal firearm possession and discharging a firearm. Of course, the good news is after their parents are done paying for the defense of their criminal charges, most likely will come the lawsuit from the yacht owner. There goes that college prepaid program.
Plus at least one half of your ass.
Oh, yeah. Can you not hear the belt loops?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of college, UCF Athletics is setting an all-time fundraising record.
That's good.
This is very good news. The department generated nearly $53 million in cash and commitments for the fiscal year ending June 30th. The university released a statement today saying, quote, "There's still much work ahead to fully close the gap with our Big 12 peers and sustain success at the highest level. But moments like this remind us that we're on the right path."
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, UCF. And another football note. You're a Bucks fan, right?
Yes.
Jack, are you a Bucks fan?
Sure. It's my favorite Florida team.
Okay, good. That's your favorite Florida team outside of his beloved Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah. I think they're moving again.
Are they? No.
Toledo.
Get out of here. They're not.
Toledo Raiders.
Yeah, they're not because they're building $1 billion stadium. They're not moving.
They've got the stadiums.
Yeah.
The Oakland A's, they're going next.
Longtime Buccaneers fans may get a sense of nostalgia this season. The team announced yesterday it's going to wear their 1976 uniforms.
The creamsicle.
For their home opener.
Wow.
Now, this will be the first time the Bucs will wear their original uniform designs in a game since that inaugural season.
I'll be damned. So that means they're going to have the, what was the Buccaneers' name?
Bruce,
the
there we
Buccaneer,
go.
the one that's on the helmets, because they used to have a Buccaneer on the helmet.
Exactly. So Bucs officials say it's not only a nod to the team's 50th season, but also a celebration of the many achievements during the seasons in between. The home opener is set for September 21st against the New York Jets.
There you go.
All right, I have a really crazy story. I don't know if you guys had heard about this. A paranormal investigator has died while on tour with the Annabelle doll from The Conjuring.
Yeah, my wife sent me this story yesterday morning. She was tripping balls about it.
Well, the New England Society for Psychic Research says Dan Rivera died suddenly over the weekend in his hotel room in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. He was on tour with the doll made famous in the Conjuring horror series movies. It's not clear how the 54-year-old died.
When I worked with the Monsters, we would talk about this. It's Bob, or what's the doll? It's what was the doll's name again?
You're thinking of Robert the Doll?
Yeah, Robert the Doll.
Don't say that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Why? Do you have an experience with Robert the Doll?
No,
I just heard, don't say that name.
You couldn't even say the doll's name around Angel. He would leave the room. Like Angel is in it.
Well,
like he is in it about you. He says if you tried to besmirch Robert the Doll, he's like I can't be in these rooms.
No. You don't do that.
He's like I can't be in these rooms while you're doing that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
My man is not having it.
No, well, when I visited Key West, I wouldn't even go in the place where he was. And when we were walking by, I told Chris, "Don't even look inside. Just walk past."
They
him.
had his ass in the window when I went to Key West, like sitting in the window, like sitting there, like for everybody to see. It was crazy.
It is crazy. Have you ever talked to any of the staff there where they talk about some mornings finding little footprints in the dust on the floor?
Or his hand will be in a different position.
Exactly.
Or his face will be facing
turning.
it. Yeah. They'll take pictures of it the next morning.
No.
Somebody's having fun down there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, they can have all the fun they want. I don't want to take the chance.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just superstitious enough. All right, the new Superman movie is driving up interest in dog adoptions. The movie stars David Cornsweet as the Man of Steel, but Superman's super dog Krypto also steals the show.
Krypto, ow, stop it, sit, stay.
What's amazing is that the dog is based on writer and director James Gunn's own rescue dog, Ozu.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that this part of the movie would have never happened except for his dog, and he said it's the worst dog in the world. Chews everything, jumps on you.
Not a good ad for adopting.
But still it is.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, we have a long history with this. When 101 Dalmatians came out, everybody wanted to run out and get 101 Dalmatians, right?
Yeah.
Well, since the movie opened last weekend, Google searches for adopt a dog near me have spiked more than what percent?
85.
I will say 200.
500%.
Damn!
500%.
Damn!
Searches for rescue dog adoption near me are up more than 160%.
Good Lord.
Isn't that great?
That is awesome. Yeah, that is very.
So maybe we'll get a chance to talk to the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando when we talk to them at Animal House at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
and
for
see
sure.
If they've seen any of this super crypto Superman effect.
Interesting.
Either way, that concludes your JCS news.
Wow.
77031. That's how you text us. Your 3 o'clock keyword is grand. That's GRAND. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. For today, overall, it's not going to be as rainy, but between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m., it could be pretty soaking, where the takeaway is, wow, that was a rainy Wednesday afternoon and evening. But at least this morning, it won't be. We're going to top out today in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. While that tropical system has moved out, its moisture remains. So once it heats up, it will get stormy. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Moffitt Cancer Center. Moffitt Cancer Center, Florida's top choice for cancer care. Located in Tampa, Moffitt cancer experts work together to offer personalized treatment plans to provide the best possible outcomes. Moffitt, a cancer center like no other. Learn more at moffitt.org.
Guys, tired of blurry vision or maybe the hassle of glasses? Well, the Filatowski Eye Institute knows, and they have been earning Central Florida's trust for over 35 years with more than 65,000 successful LASIK procedures performed. And I know that firsthand. My son was one of those people, and so was my father-in-law. And right now, you can schedule your free LASIK exam and get $500 off each eye. That's $1,000 in savings if you elect a procedure. The offer is for a limited time, so call now. 800-EYE-EXAM to get started. That's 800-EYE-EXAM. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Ray Trenley here. Life is uncertain, but finding the right lawyer should not be. TK Law will guide you through divorce with solutions that protect you and your family. Find solutions with TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Stuck in a car you hate? We'll set you free, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
Are you making the most of your time outdoors? With Invisible Fence brand, you can. It's not just about keeping your pet safe. It's about giving your best friend freedom and giving you peace of mind. Our professional installation and certified pet trainers come to you and make outdoor safety custom fit for your home, your yard, and your dog. It's easy, reliable, and with the Invisible Fence brand, pet owners are saving $150 with a free consultation. Whether you're throwing the ball, grilling dinner, or just watching the sunset, Invisible Fence brand helps you enjoy more of those little moments with your pet without worrying about where they'll wander, knowing that they're safe. Give your pet the freedom they deserve and yourself the confidence to enjoy every season. Invisible Fence brand, where freedom meets protection.
Right now, pet owners are saving $150 with a free consultation when they text Invisible Fence brand. Text VALID to 323232. That's VALID to 323232. VALID to 323232.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
There's an app for your music, an app for your photos, even an app that tracks your steps. But only one app brings you the live radio dial and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets you can tap anytime. The free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
This is why YouTube was created at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Good after morning, Colbert Carew, and I hope everyone out there is staying nice and dry on this very moist Wednesday. So, Jimmy, I think it is totally apropos that the Bucks are going to be wearing their creamsicle uniforms game one against the Jets, because they are going to get absolutely creamed by the Jets. I'm calling it right now. Jets taking game one against the Bucks. $10 right now, Jimmy. You taking that bet?
Yep, I'm in.
Come
$10.
on, man.
I'm in.
Let's go.
$10 is good. All the action you want, Big T, against the Jets. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Grand is your 3 o'clock keyword. That's GRAND. You know what to do. Get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000.
Get it.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
More food coming to Orlando. We talk about food a lot on this show because we likes to eat. Did you guys see the newest introduction? Well, there is one in town. Very famous, by the way. Very famous. Movie famous, actually.
Movie famous?
Nope. We already had a Wahlburgers here.
Yeah.
They came and went.
Movie famous.
Yeah, movie famous. Florida's going to get 40 of these over the next few years.
In-N-Out Burger.
There is one.
White Castle.
There is one in Celebration. We have that. We have both of those.
Whataburger.
I actually just saw this story, and it made me embarrassed because now I understand the lyrics of one of my favorite Ice Cube songs of all time. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
I just thought he was just describing his burger as fat. I did not know that there was an actual fat burger.
Yeah, Fat Burger is a popular California-based burger chain known for its hand-pressed beef patties, onion rings, and homemade chili coming to Central Florida. There is one in Celebration and one in Riverview, but we're getting 40 of these Fat Burger restaurants in the next few years, according to Fat Brands, which is the company that manages Fat Burgers.
Did you already know that, by the way? Did you know that line in the song?
No. I never was a big Ice Cube fan.
No, Today Was a Good Day. That's one of my favorite songs.
That's the one I know, kind of. I mean, as a solo artist, I never really got into Ice Cube. I just basically was an NWA fan, and him part of that. I dug that.
Yeah, well, I was embarrassed when I realized
I
it.
listened to more Eazy-E solo stuff than I did Ice Cube.
You know how I felt, Jimmy? I felt like when you would look at some songs and you thought Feet was an artist and not featuring.
Did we ever tell that story again? Oh, man.
Was it your kids that you did
Oh, man. They actually just left the room. When I told them that story, I love telling embarrassing stories about myself to my kids. It makes me so happy to see them hate me so much. And I said I did something very stupid. She goes, and my oldest is like, "What'd you do?" And I said, "Well, I was talking some music on the show the other day, and I said I was talking to Ross, and I said there's a hot rapper out there. I said I've never heard of him. It's have you guys have heard of FT? It's lowercase." And they're like, "FT." And I'm like, "Yeah, I just saw one the other day. It said it was like a Travis. It was like a Travis
Scott.
Travis Scott.
Feet.
FT and then Drake or whatever." And they're like, Dad, FT is not a rapper. That means featuring. And yeah, I just left the room. I didn't know what to do after that. I just looked at them all, and they just kind of looked at me. They thought I was joking. I'm like, I am not joking.
I'm 100% serious.
I am this white. I did. I said, the funny thing is, the ironic I actually know some about old school hip hop, not so much the new stuff, but old stuff I know a lot about.
They didn't have any of that FT stuff back in the day.
They didn't know what FT was.
He wasn't around back then.
Yeah,
exactly. He wasn't born yet.
They spelled it out like they were supposed to.
At least you get the FEAT period.
Oh, yeah. Feet. I got that one too. FEAT.
You got that one down?
Oh, yeah. Feet.
Oh, by the way, somebody also texted us about Robert the Doll.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they did.
Don't mention that name.
Sorry. I will not use that name anymore, and we will not speak disrespectfully of him either, but somebody did text us at 77031. I lived in Key West for 2 years, and you know who is no joke. We used to stay in the Artist House before we moved there. I've always wanted to stay in the Artist House.
All right.
Where he originated from the owners. Did you know the story behind the...
I do not know anything about Robert the Doll.
Okay.
Tell us, Deb.
I just know he's that he is loathed.
Well,
or feared.
I would say more feared than loathed. Well, he was a doll that was made by the home's original owners, by their Haitian nanny. She made the doll for their child.
Okay.
And dressed it in a little sailor suit.
All right.
The belief was that she was also a practitioner of voodoo, of black magic, and had infused that object with a soul.
Put a demon in it.
Something similar to that. So the person said, you cannot say anything to or take a picture without asking permission first, or you will leave and get an illness. It's no joke.
Yeah, I've heard some of the lore around Robert the Doll in the Keys, but I know people who just simply, I'm telling you, I'm not joking. This is not me making this up. Angel from the Monsters is horrified of even talking about Robert the Doll.
Well, then stop saying his name.
Who, Angel and Robert the Doll? You mean Angel Rivera and Robert the Doll?
Another buddy that we know from the Who's the Baddie podcast and formerly on Real Radio, Matt. He was...
oh, yeah, he doesn't like that stuff
no
either.
Joke about Robert the Doll.
Dude, I told you that ghost story when he was at my house. When I had that situation happen over across the way, when the salt, we have a little salt bowl, and it slid across the top of our stove by itself and then tipped over right in front of him, and my man left the party. My man left the party. He said, "Can't be here, guys. Peace."
And of all things, it was salt.
Yeah, he grew up in a relatively strict religious home up in, I believe he's from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Well, salt is what you use on your windowsills and your doors.
Yeah, you make a circle and stand in it so the demons can't get you.
Well, and they can't enter your home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
The idea is to bless your home with salt. Walk in clockwise motion, cover all the doors and windows.
How much of that stuff do you know about? Have you ever read? Have you ever read any of those occult books, like any spell books or anything like
some.
that?
You know, the thing that I've learned the most is that it isn't a game. The other side knows the rules, and they count on humans going, "Oh, that's not real."
Right.
And then inviting things into their lives, into their home that they don't know how to control. So it really is. If it's not something you can dedicate a lot of time and study to, don't mess around with it, because there's not a lot of people you can look up and say, "Hey, how do I get rid of this?"
So no Ouija board for you.
No,
you do not play that.
No,
We have one here.
Nope,
You
do
want
not
it
bring
in
it in
here?
the studio. I will leave. I will leave. I will unplug my computer, my headphones, and I will leave.
One of the greatest videos in the history of Instagram is that dad. His kids were having a party. They were like this, tweens, like, teenagers, like 12, 13, 14 years old. And they were having a sleepover, and they were all up in the bedroom playing with a Ouija board. And dude went down to the breaker box and started flipping the power on and off. And you could just hear him screaming bloody murder. I was like, that's dad of the century right there. That is dad of the century move. Nothing's better than that as an old man. There is nothing better as a dad than scaring the absolute piss out of your kids every chance you get. Keep them on their toes, I say.
Make sure they're paying attention.
What was the reason you brought up the doll from Key West?
Oh, because of the Conjuring.
The guy died.
The Annabelle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the paranormal investigator dying.
Yeah, a texter said that they were talking about it this morning, and Angel was definitely not having it.
He's not feeling it. I'm
Really?
telling you, man, when we would talk about Robert the Doll or any of these kind of, because when I was on the Monsters, the Paranormal Activity movies came out, and I would be like, "Hey, did you watch this movie?" He's like, "I'm not down with that. Like, I don't play with that. I don't go into movies that show that stuff. I don't want any part of it at all. I stay way far away. I disengage."
Wow.
Yeah. He's not feeling it. I think that in Latino families, that's kind of common, is it not? Like
is.
It's not that they're afraid. They give it a lot of respect.
Yes.
That's how you have to look at it, right? They give that whole world a lot of respect.
Well, keep in mind, in Mexico, they have a Day of the Dead.
Yeah, sure.
Where your dead come back and visit you, and
right.
so there's
Jim's a big fan of that place.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't understand why anyone would come back.
Would you want a genuine experience like that, where you felt like you saw an apparition, or would you like to have an experience like that?
It was interesting that you say that, because it was actually one of my first stints in radio, sitting and talking in the studio with the mics off. And I said, I'd really like to stay in a real haunted house. Not this crap, a real haunted house. And got a call from a lady in Winter Garden who had just signed a rental lease for this house that, even though she'd grown up there, somehow didn't know about this house, where sadly a teenage boy had committed suicide. And apparently they couldn't get this place rented. As she's signing the rental agreement, that fake brick on the wall?
Yeah.
Little piece in the middle breaks off, flies and hits her in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And she still signed her name to it. Her daughter started having night terrors when they never had that problem before. So, we went there and spent the night and did have an experience.
You did?
Nothing that you saw, but things started moving, and, of course, all the cameras were already dead. Yeah.
It's so funny. I just got chill bumps because the place where that dish moved, that house that we lived over there, which was next to Code Black, we had so many experiences in that house. It became so commonplace we didn't really react to them anymore.
It was like my house in Eatonville.
Yeah, you just didn't react to like somebody on the other side of the wall taking both hands, forming and then just fist pumping the wall like it sounds like you've thrown a baseball at it full speed, and nobody else in the house. I mean, that happened so regularly, but we just ignored it.
Aren't you supposed to acknowledge it? Like, hey, what's up? How you doing today?
No, I don't think you're supposed to do that, dude.
I think you're supposed to be friendly.
I think
you acknowledge them.
You're not supposed to ask their name, though, right? Isn't that the big thing? Like, you don't want to know their name?
No, that would be a demon.
That's a demon.
That's a demon. You don't want to know a demon.
Or you get a demon to say its name or something. Isn't there something to do with that? Like the priest try to get the demon to identify itself, and that's part of defeating it or whatever?
That's part of the exorcism process.
Really?
Yeah. What you don't want to say is Beetlejuice. 3 times in a row.
Or Sandman or whatever. All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. Animal House on the other side of this, and a new keyword coming up in 5 minutes.
Make Real Radio 104.1 #1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from the Greenway southbound to the beach line. Keep an eye out for emergency crews on the roadways and accidents partially blocking the on-ramp from Goldenrod Road to the beach line there. Keep an eye out for a crash partially blocking the ramp from State Road 429 southbound to Orange Blossom Trail. The roadways are wet out there this afternoon, so travel with caution. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. So start feeling like it today. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. You guys know I love a good deal, and with Sam's held over pricing on over 1,000 items for the summer, you can't lose. Everything from Igloo heavy-duty coolers to the all-beef hot dogs they sell right there at the cafe. And all the summer treats you love, like Members Mark key lime pie ice cream and Kit Kat ice cream bars. How about an inflatable outdoor movie screen? They have that as well. Enjoy all of these Sam's Club great deals. Join the club today. Sign up for a membership at samsclub.com/join.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it, however you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance company. And never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Focus on getting better and let us take care of everything else. Our experienced team will get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Summer superhero movies have us psyched. We want to be your superhero and save you from a car you hate. RC Hill to the rescue. This week at RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're having our Super Solution Sale. We're giving you up to $6,000 more for your trade based on the price of the car you pick. Stuck making payments on a car you just don't like? Our Super Solution Specialists help you escape and upgrade. Even if you gotta push, pull, or tow it in, we'll give you up to $6,000 more than your car's worth and save you from stress, breakdowns, or driving a car that's just dragging you down, and get a super deal on an affordable, reliable Mitsubishi from 0% down. Is bad credit kryptonite holding you back? My Super Solution credit approval process is guaranteed to get you approved. We have hundreds of certified used cars ready to go and get up to $6,000 more than your trade's worth. But hurry, our Super Solution sale's going on right now. I'm RC Hill in DeLand and Ocala. See all my super rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Hey fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also will improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Looking to save some
Then contact Eustace Roofing. Right now, they are offering 10% off new roof installations now until July 31st. Invest in your home's future and get a free estimate at eustaceroofing.com.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reeswindows.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
It's Candyman, Jim, that you don't want to say, not Sandman.
I know.
That's funny. Candyman. Candyman.
Thank you.
Candyman.
Okay, don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, got that written down in my book here. Let's see here, July 16th, $10. Jimmy's got the Bucks, I got the Jets, and I will soon have $10 more in my pocket. Big T out.
I love your confidence, T. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, Money. MONEY. That is your 4 o'clock keyword. Just slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Money, guys. That is your 4 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is right over there. And Deb has Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
All right, Animal House, as you know, generously brought to you each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you how you can get in touch with that teddy bear of a man, but now, please join me in welcoming Kenny Tallier, Candace Hatch, and Schooner from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando.
Yeah, he's excited.
I bet. And Candace, you are the Sanford Clinic manager, right?
I am. I'm very lucky to have that position over in Sanford, and love to go to work every day, especially when I get to bring Schooner with me.
Man, that's the most affable dog I've ever met in my entire life.
I know.
He immediately came up to me, and dogs, for some reason, they're not fans.
Really?
I think it's my voice. Or my horrible mentality. It's one of those two.
Not this one, though. He ran right up to you.
It was cool.
And Candace, he's an alumni, is he not, of the shelter?
Yeah, he actually came from our Orlando location. I've had him since he was 8 months old. And
8 months? He's a little long in the tooth, is he not? He's got a little gray on his snout there.
He does. He wears it well. He's 8.5. But he's got everybody's hearts. Everybody falls in love with him.
And Kenny, you were telling me that he has a very special role over at the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando at your Sanford office. What does Schooner do?
He does. You kind of saw it when he walked in here, how he fell in love with Jim right away. And he's one of those dogs that gets along with everyone and everything. So when there's a shelter dog that's a little scared or a little shy, they go hang out in Candace's office, and he shows them the ropes and says, "Kid, it's going to be okay." And his nickname is Uncle Schooner at the shelter.
That's so cool. I want an Uncle Schooner dog.
I know.
He's the best.
I want a dog with a little graying snout.
You just have to wait for Sadie. She's going to get older. You're trying to get a kitten.
Yeah, but Schooner is so cool. Look
Schooner
at it.
is cool. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get him on
kitten.
He likes to go paddleboarding, too. And he goes to the softball field every time we play. So
what a good boy.
That is a good boy.
He is a good boy. I'm giving him scratches right now.
Now, I've never been to your Sanford clinic, but when I did have my dog, I had used your Orlando clinic, and I've been singing the praises, like for folks who, because we always talk about you can never seem to go to the vet's office without having to leave a firstborn.
Yeah, it's like buying a boat, like break out another 1,000. Right. Literally every time you walk in there, like it's like a cover charge to get into the vet these days.
I got out cheap last week.
Oh, did you? How much? What? 600?
$425.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Oh, no. My dog wouldn't just drink water for a few minutes, and we took him, and they had to inject inject one of those. They had to put the water thing. That was like $900 because we had to do the other stuff as well.
So for everybody
That
out
hurts my
there,
heart.
I know exactly because you guys offer awesome veterinary services, but at a fraction of the cost, right?
Yes, absolutely. And Kenny's been doing a good job of helping promote us on our social media. We just started doing, for those of you at home, Schooner's chasing his tail right now. Also one of his favorite pastimes.
Is he really?
Oh, he's
spinning in circles.
Talented,
Schooner.
though. Talented. Most dogs go one direction. This dude, both directions.
He's ambidextrous.
Yes. You can come see this at the clinic. But we just started doing spay and neuter at our Sanford location. It is awesome. You come in, you stay in your car. You don't even have to get out of your car when you check in. We come to you, and we even take your dog and cat. No heavy lifting on your part.
No way. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, you got to come in to pick them up. But that first thing in the morning when you're half awake and we're telling you all the great things that we can do for your dog, we have add-ons. It's not just spay and neuter. You can do your vaccines, heartworm test, nail trim, anal gland expression.
Microchipping, and options like this are great this time of year. So
What about if your dog has a problem, you want to bring him in and get checked out? Because I remember one time in the past they said, well, we're not an animal hospital, like you can do the regular stuff. If people have unexpected issues, is that something you guys handle?
No. So the only thing we really could do for you is X-rays and blood work. There is a great clinic 5 minutes down the road from us that if you came in, we'll do what we can for you, but send you down the road if we're not able to help. So.
But for all your regular checkups and your annuals,
yes.
Because I believe you have the prices listed right on the website. And for the blood work I had done at my other vet, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's a lot less.
Yeah.
At Pet Alliance.
So thankful that you saw that on the website. We worked hard on getting that prices out for you. So thank you.
That is so cool. Let me take a look at that. So that's real easy then for folks to go and already see right up front what they're going to pay.
People know. Yeah.
I looked at my itemized bill from the vet and I saw what they were charging. I'm like, oh, next time, honey, we're going there.
And I'm telling you that the great vets there too. I was really, really impressed with the service that I got. It was the young lady that helped me. She'd been out of veterinary school working. She was passionate about working with the Pet Alliance. She had some really great new ideas. And she made my dog feel better, and that was the most important thing. And I didn't have to worry about not making rent that month because I could afford it.
Right. Stupid question one. All right, we get at least one good, really stupid question.
Don't you? We here.
We love it.
It's been reported everywhere. This has been a specifically bad tick season. Up north, they said they're finding deer that are literally covered in them, like patches where you can't see skin. There's so many ticks. I know that we do have medications for dogs for ticks and fleas and things of that nature. Can dogs also get Lyme disease from deer ticks?
Yes.
Can they really?
Really?
Is it as bad for dogs as it is for humans?
I don't know about if it's as bad. I mean, it's not anything to mess with, but thankfully, we don't see it a lot at the vet clinic, even when we were doing everything under the sun. But that's why it's super important that we sell Credelio Quattro. It's going to cover your fleas, ticks, heartworm, and everything. So don't skip out on your heartworm and flea pills every month.
Not here in Florida because the only thing we can count on is a cold winter, and that just buys us a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper to do the monthly preventative than versus taking care of the problem once it happens.
Yeah.
And that's the issue too with heartworm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, what about indoor cats and heartworm protection? Do you need that, or not as much?
It's good to keep them on it if you've got, let's say, just to be cautious,
on the safe
especially
side.
If you've got a dog coming in and out of the house, because the dog can bring in the fleas, the dog can bring in
mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes. So it's just good as a precaution.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, stupid question number 2.
Okay, as you're doing that, just want to let folks know that Jack has come in with the animal cam. We've got Schooner.
Scoon Daddy right there.
Scoon Daddy right there.
Ready for his close-up canvas.
Big old handsome boy.
So handsome.
You love that dog, don't you? Look at him. You've had him since 8 months, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
Well, listen,
that really is cool.
When I met him, he was a little hesitant, a little shy at first, but once Candace and I gave each other a hug, he ran over. He was like, okay, you're all right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mom likes you.
He's a camera hog, too. Look at him.
Just like his mom.
Yeah. That's funny.
I know. Don't go looking at my Facebook.
A lot of selfies. I like them. So we have a little Shorkie, which is a Shih Tzu mix with Yorkie. She's like 10 pounds of princess that
gets dressed up and
you literally have no idea.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, she is special. We have to heat her food up in the microwave.
You do not.
Dang.
We do. We've set the
Schooner,
standard.
close your ears. I'm not doing that for you.
Yeah. She will literally walk over to her food and look at it and look at us and go, "You didn't. This is cold, guys."
Does she also like bottled water?
No, okay, stop.
Okay.
The answer to that would be Avion.
Too far. Too far. So, we started buying this farmer's food thing, which is the prepackaged cold sent food and stuff. And let me just say, she is a gigantic fan. Like, absolutely, like, freak out, loves it. When it comes to dog food, we hear about you have your Walmart brand dog food, then you have your Science Diet dog food, you have your Blue Buffalo. And do they really make that big of a difference? Do the quality of foods from maker to maker, are they really that different and really that much better for your animal?
Yes.
They are, really?
I would say so. Okay. So, like, my dogs have been on Purina Pro Plan.
Plus, yes.
Pro Plan. Almost all their life.
Yeah.
And his coat, his hair looks better than mine does. Sometimes I wish I could use food so my hair looked as good. But it does make a difference when he wasn't on it.
He's in the garbage.
They love the garbage can. And like,
buddy.
There's pork in there.
There's some pork in there.
Pets in our shelter, they're fed Science Diet. And like,
yeah,
there is a difference. Like, there's some brands that you can use, and I won't name, that if you're out walking your dog and then you have to pick up after them, some of them is a little bit harder to pick up than other brands.
Right.
Okay.
That's a super polite way to put it.
Wow.
Wasn't it?
We're talking about stool consistency, people.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where I get a fistful of sand and turn it into a powdered donut.
Yeah.
But
there's a visual.
Thanks. You're welcome.
She really does love it. I mean, she does, and I mean, you would assume that she would. It is expensive, but we didn't know, from the canned dog food perspective, if it was really that big of a difference. Now, we did give her Science Diet. We know that's a reputable brand.
Mm-hmm.
And our other dog, our big dog, we gave the Pro Plan, like you did. We had a Mastiff, and he loved that as well. But I just wasn't 100% sure on that because it's sold to everybody a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's actively telling you that you're not doing your pet the justice that if you're not getting this food. I just want to know if it, if the price is worth it sometimes, because sometimes you do that. You buy stuff, you think it's better just because it's more expensive, and maybe it isn't.
Yeah. No, I think it makes a difference.
Because, what goes in must come out.
Yeah, for sure.
So real quick, back to the spay and neuter appointments. This is both for dogs and cats, right?
Yes, and you make your appointment online. It's super easy. It's a click of a button. Kenny set up our website beautifully to make it so easy for everybody. So you don't even have to get on the phone. So if you're anxious about talking to people, you don't even have to do that.
It's like you're talking right to Gen Z right there. Just
I love when we, going to compliment Candace right now, but we get emails how thankful people are.
Yes.
About the service and how easy it went, and it has to be part of that whole walking in the dogs in the morning. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The whole parking lot thing. That's great.
That is I mean, it's a detail you wouldn't think that would be necessary, but the most important thing is we love being a community partner with you guys, because for all those folks that want to give the love to a fur baby, but also have bills to pay and kids to feed, don't want to break the bank, you provide that service so folks can get the same quality veterinary care without having to, bust the bank. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And thank you for introducing us to Schooner.
Oh, yeah.
You want to fight for him in the hallway?
You wouldn't be the first one. Some guy offered me $500 at a brewery once for him.
I
and
would
I was
have
like, no.
slapped him for $500. Are you kidding?
Right.
What are we? I mean, he is so affable. He's such a beautiful, beautiful dog. He literally has a promise smile.
He does.
The part I loved is that
please don't pee in here.
Is that when you asked if you wanted to fight for him, she didn't even blink.
Yeah, she did.
She's like, "You want to go now?"
He's like, "I'll see you in the hallway, fat guy."
I'll go now.
I'll see you in the hallway, old timer. Come and bring it. I got a good jab.
One thing too, I want to mention. So when you adopt from us, there is a vet visit included in that. So you get to come see us, and we love seeing the alumni come in.
That's awesome.
I bet, and you call them alumni too, which is so cool.
And then we blow everybody's phones up with pictures like, oh!
Yep. We love just seeing everyone in a happy family, and the
Exactly.
fact that they're coming in and caring for their animals, that's why we make the prices affordable so that people can, just keep their dogs at home and their cats.
Real quick, we did a story during the news earlier about the Superman movie and his dog Crypto causing an upsurge. Have you guys seen any people coming in and specifically saying anything about Superman movie making them want to adopt?
Not yet,
Not yet,
it's
but I'm
coming.
sure it will.
It's been. They say Google searches are up over 500% for
That's
searches
amazing.
of dog rescues near me.
That's the best.
And you could just wait for these calls from Lake County. You got one that can fly? because I saw that Superman movie and I want one that can fly now because I done bought the cape.
And our answer will be, we've got one that can run really fast.
There you go.
It's up to you for the rest.
Exactly. Kenny and Candace, thank you both so much. And
Thanks
Schooner!
for having us.
Yay! From the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando Sanford location, I'll be posting the Animal House podcast in just a few minutes. So if anybody missed any of this great information, including the name, what was that medication you mentioned again that you have for fleas, ticks, and...
Credelio Quattro.
Quattro.
Yes.
Okay, great, because someone texted and asked for the name of that. And get your Quattro at the Sanford Clinic. And again, I'll be posting that information. As always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. So if you or someone you work with, love, have been in any kind of an accident, it could be a motorbike, it could be a car, it could be a slip and fall. Here's a couple of reasons why you need to call Glenn. Glenn will he's not going to pass your case off to a caseworker. Glenn is going to handle your case, even if he's in France. And you call his cell phone, he's going to pick it up.
And as crazy as that is, 100% true.
Exactly.
It just happened.
It just happened.
Literally just happened.
Yep.
Dude was eating and he stepped away.
And he's in France.
In France.
And stepped away. That's just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. He's also truly an animal lover and he is a friend of the show. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUS. manlaw.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Do not forget, money is your 4 o'clock keyword. That's MONEY. Just slide over to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio. It is.
Monsters in the morning.
Today is Rubber Eraser Day. Did you guys ever have the little Frida Bandito guy that you would get extra erasers and put them on the top? You never had that?
No.
Oh, damn. He was cool.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from the Greenway southbound to the beach line. Keep an eye out for emergency crews off to the shoulder, clearing up that accident on I-95 southbound near Maytown Road underpass. It's going to be your typical slowdown starting to pile up, and the roadways are wet out there, so expect a little bit more delays than usual this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now at rapidradios.com.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at the Nickley Group. Man, real estate market trends are a very local thing, and market conditions and trends do vary greatly from one area to another. I'm telling you this for this reason, because when you listen to the news, you hear, well, prices are down, home sales are down. And that may be true for other parts of the country, is not true for Central Florida. Homes here still selling for record prices. That's if you have the right real estate team. And of course, that is the Nickley Group. These guys on average get about 6% more for their listings, and they sell those homes twice as fast. You can't lose. And look, if you're a buyer out there and you've moved to Central Florida, or maybe you live here, you want to maybe upgrade, maybe downgrade, maybe it's time to sell and just move on to the next project, these guys can do that for you. Check off all the boxes to find that dream home you've been looking for so long. And when you throw in their VIP program, it really gets almost unfair to other realtors. Free appraisal, free home warranty, free moving trucks and supplies, and they even have an early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they even get listed. Plus, a guaranteed cash offer. That means no showings or open houses. Close that deal in just 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
It's one thing to suffer from allergies as an adult, but it's really tough on kids. Running around with sniffles or stuffy nose during recess or practice. Not to mention, it's hard to concentrate in school when you're not feeling well. And then you feel bad because you forgot to give them their allergy meds before they left. All of that can be a thing of the past, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus. They've helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. Schedule your appointment today while the kids are out of school. Go to AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hey, boys and girls, want to let you know about your opportunity and a window that's closing to take advantage of a great deal on solar. I'm talking about a 30% federal rebate because it is ending at the end of the year with the new big, beautiful bill that expires at the end of this year, which means You need to go to Solar Source before August 31st and get solar done for your home, whether it's heating your pool, making the electricity in your home, having a battery backup. There are so many different options and ways you can save by using solar in your home, but you do not want to miss out on an opportunity to save 30% with the solar tax credit, but you must get your order in with Solar Source by August 31st. Do not miss out on this opportunity. That is a huge savings. It allowed me to get solar back in 2013 when I did, and now you can take advantage of it today. But up until August 31st, you need to contact solarsource.com. They are the best. They've been doing it the longest in our community, and they are a company you can trust. It's solarsource.com.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Central Florida, my kids and I have been wanting to see you in a Kia for more than 20 years. Come join our family because we want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offer subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Looking for top-quality fencing in Florida? Fence Outlet has been the state's fencing expert for over 30 years. With 8 convenient locations, we offer a wide variety of styles and colors to enhance your property's security and curb appeal. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Monday at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show. Ray Trendley and the Colbert crew will be discussing all things law and not law on a variety of topics, from the latest legal news to the best new movies.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with factory direct hurricane impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Sealand here, and at Reese they've been installing affordable, high-quality impact windows for over 50 years. And most impact windows are installed in less than 8 weeks, and now you can win them for free. Just text the word WOW to 20129 for your chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's WOW to 20129.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get it Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, happy day. I am not one to yuck on someone else's yum. That's not true, I am. But grown folks talking about spirits and spooks and poltergeist and don't say a demon's name and acknowledge a ghost. Grown people believing and putting serious brain power into this type of stuff just boggles the damn mind. It's beyond ridiculous.
$250 for a 12-month permit from any government agency just sounds like it's their way of saying, we want to be able to deny you. And I think that's just fine, because it says it's okayed by the police chief. Yeah, he's probably got a list right in that first drawer.
Yeah.
See you.
That's who I'm calling now.
Yeah.
All right, money is your 4 o'clock keyword. That's MONEY. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Money is your 4 o'clock keyword. Good luck. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Man, this texting service is still firing away with this paranormal stuff. Huh?
I know. Sorry, Concrete Mike.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not sorry. But I worked at Warner Brothers Studios tour in Burbank, and the Annabelle doll we had on display when the Conjuring movie came out scratched several tour guides. The stages there during filming of the second Conjuring movie also experienced paranormal activity, really creepy. They used to say that about the set of The Exorcist, right? At one point, there were so many accidents on that set that they ended up bringing in a priest.
Yeah, they're cursed, like the set's
to bless
cursed.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. You know, there are a number of these places of lore here in Central Florida. When I moved down to Orlando in '85, I remember started going to church in Pine Hills and met a group of people who would go out to the Sunnyland Asylum or Sanitarium.
I always wanted to go out there, but I was too scared.
Man, I'm telling you, it's so funny because I remember it was this rickety-ass chain link fence they kind of haphazardly constructed around this place to keep people out.
They'll come in.
I'm like, are they kidding? Like, zero effort to get into this thing, and it was an absolute nightmare. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, there were empty, like, elevator wells that you could just fall into. The floors were all rotted out of it, but it was they could have moved in and shot a movie without setting up one set.
I would imagine.
You'd go into a room, there'd be an old baby crib where the mattress had rotted away, where you just see the springs, but yet just pieces of cloth hanging on it, and it all been dingy and moldy. Or you'd go into a room and there'd be gurneys. It was bananas.
Now, is that place still there, or has it officially?
They dozed it, years ago. Yeah. They dozed it years ago. I think it was like in the late '80s or early '90s. They dozed it. And one of the other places also famous for stuff like that was a place called Glenn Turner's Mansion, or Turner Mansion, which was over off of Bear Gully Lake Road, and it was a former. Glenn Turner was a like a motivational speaker slash
kind
of con man kind of guy, and dare to be great in the whole 9 yards. And he bought this. He was building this castle looking thing. It had a moat.
Oh,
it had a moat and a drawbridge, and you had to use the drawbridge to get into the house because you couldn't, because the moat was like 8-10 feet deep. And they dug it so that the water from Lake Howell or Bear Gully Lake would fill it up, and it did. But he never got it built all the way because he was busted and sent to prison before that.
Oh.
And his house is haunted?
And they would have haunted houses there. Like radio stations would rent it out and have haunted houses. DIZ back in the day would do that. And I also remember going, why is anybody allowing any human being to walk through this house? Just give you an idea of how haphazard it was back in the day. Where
90s radio, my friend.
Now everybody would have to sign a 50-page release. It wouldn't be anything like that. But we would go there when nobody was there. We'd sneak on the property, and there would be some crazy stuff going on. We would kind of stay out on the periphery,
right?
And you could look in from the woods and see like really creepy people doing some like stuff by a fire.
Oh yeah,
it was nuts. We didn't we didn't go in there for that. We weren't part of that world. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text our show at 770-301. You know, I don't know anybody that does this anymore, but I saw an interesting study today. This is a Fox 35 story. It was a story that basically said this.
Right.
If you drink this product, you could actually get macular degeneration, and it could cause blindness. It said this has been related to age-related macular degeneration, which can cause blindness. And look, here's the thing. It's a very popular drink. I have not had this kind of it in so long because of the flavor. It's just terrible. You know it already?
I saw the story.
Yeah. Jack, it's instant coffee.
Oh,
yeah. Instant coffee. It says it's enjoyable for a lot of reasons, but a recent study published in the Journal of Science and Food Nutrition says that drinking instant coffee may significantly elevate your risk of age-related macular degeneration.
Wow.
Yeah. There's wet AMD and dry AMD. I think we all prefer the wet version.
Actually, I learned that the last time, because I've always wondered, like, what is wet AMD?
Yeah.
And someone said it's actual bleeding inside the eye. That's the wet part.
So we're back on the doll again.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like some evil doll you're talking over there.
My mom was part of a test study for treating it, and it involved regularly going to the doctor and getting a needle injection into your eyeball.
No way.
Yeah.
But don't they say that your eye doesn't like have feelings or something
Right.
when they do that?
The white part, yeah, they have to numb it. You feel the pressure. But still, the idea of it is just like horrific.
Yeah.
That was like the Alien movie where you see the probe coming to the eye.
Oh, yeah. Anything with the eye or teeth. Remember we were talking about teeth issues a few months back? We had a number of people texting us going, hey, man, just let me know if you're going to be talking about this any longer because I can't hear it.
Yeah, well, when Jack would play the dentist drill.
Oh, boy.
And people were like, nope.
You do not want to hear that at all.
Nope.
That is a source of trauma.
Yeah, exactly.
For a lot of people.
For a lot of people, it really is.
Dude, you talk like my grandfather. I told you guys, my grandfather's garage was like a dream world for a kid. It had like these old dentist drills that were run by these motors. And the problem is they were great, but you got to have a lot of RPM. And this thing wasn't like a lot of RPM. And when he would fire that thing up, oh, man. And it was just rickety AF. It had these belts driving in here. Like, they put this in people's mouths at one point. Like, now you're so,
Jack,
you're so spoiled now because
the
the technology is purely built to avoid pain at all costs. And dentists, that's not even a thing anymore. Like, there is no pain for a checkup in dentistry anymore, right? Like there's hardly any.
I pumped the brakes on that one, Hotshot. I remember as a kid.
I said now, not a kid. Not back in the 40s when you were young.
But back then, my mom's like, we didn't do Novocaine. You didn't. You just
they got ether.
Yeah, no, there was no.
No, get out of here.
No, really.
No. Come on, get out of here. There was no local. Like there was no injecting that into the gum. They just started grinding on live nerve.
Yeah, well, for fillings, yeah.
Well, I mean, when you think about, even childbirth back in the day, they got laughing gas.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. There was no epidural. There was...
Oh, yeah. And then back in the Old West, you watch those old movies, and when those old saw blade doctors start working on people, they're like, here, have a shot of whiskey and chew on this broom.
This belt.
Whatever, just gnaw on this.
And when you go to Savannah, you see a lot of those, where the Civil War and yeah.
The weird thing about this study is it does not say why specifically that.
I think it's got to be the chemicals in the process it takes to make it.
It has to be, but they really don't go into the correlation between particularly like that coffee. And I haven't had a cup of instant coffee I mean, I can't even remember the last time. My grandmother used to drink that stuff like crazy.
Instant coffee?
She would drink instant coffee. It was just so much easier. She would just boil water and then just add a tablespoon of water and drink it. My mom drank that stuff too. Was it Sanka?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my grandfather used to drink Sanka. And he'd put Cremora in it. Cremora and Sanka.
Oh, that's just chemicals in a cup.
How can I take water and turn it into the Hudson?
Exactly. But that was still the era we were throwing lawn darts at each other, so it does actually make
that
sense.
And he had his oleo, I remember.
Oh,
margarine.
Margarine.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like margarine day the other day. And yeah, margarine's bad. And it's one of those things, because it's basically whipped oil with flavor, buttering. And when it came out originally, it was like a gray color.
Yeah.
So they added that kind of buttery color to it to kind of have it mimic butter. But what I remember my wife told me about margarine, because I would have a little of that in the fridge occasionally because it's just spreadable.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier, right? And I was like, oh man, this is easy. Instead of falling out butter and doing that, and I love the taste of butter more, of course, because it's just better. And I got married to Tori in 2005, and I remember making us breakfast one morning, and I was putting on. She goes, no, I don't eat that. I'm like, what? She goes, I don't eat that. And I'm like, you don't eat margarine? And you're from the South? Like Country Crock, you don't eat that?
Yeah.
Like, what did you keep your macaroni and cheese in after it was done? If you didn't eat Country Crock, right? So I'm talking to her about it, and she goes, watch this. And we got through eating, and she takes the margarine container, walks it outside, and sets it outside. Just on the porch, right? No big deal. I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, watch. We go back in, and she says, let's go outside and see if any bugs or anything are on your margarine trying to eat it. And I'm like, well, there's going to be covered in it. Not one. Bugs won't touch it.
That tells you everything.
Bugs won't eat it.
I know she's anti-margarine because when I last week, or I think it was last week when I mentioned I had a margarine container.
Oh, yeah.
She texted me. She's like, "Don't eat that."
She's everybody's mom.
Yeah, but I like me some Smart Balance.
Yeah. But it's
do.
Do you get the
not the other kind?
You don't get the olive oil one or whatever?
I try that. It's not as I really like the
Not as
flavor
bad
of the
for you, so you
regular.
don't like it?
Yeah, I tried it.
I like it when they print stuff on it because here's the thing: marketing companies think you're dumb. I'm gonna just a heads up.
Masses
they think
are asses.
They're not wrong.
That's what they say in the advertising business. That masses are asses.
I go and I'm looking at this thing and I'm looking at it and it says now with omega-3 and I'm like, oh, okay, it must be better for me because they can print the word omega-3 on the cover of it or whatever. And it's so much better for you automatically.
I do the Land O'Lakes with the olive oil and sea salt.
Yeah. I think Land O'Lakes makes one of the more respected ones because I think it's half and half almost, right?
It's
like
a
a hybrid
butter.
If you want the spreadable, you should probably go with a whipped butter.
Oh, well,
right?
the Land O'Lakes one, the sea salt and olive oil, that's why I like it, because you can take it straight from the fridge and it doesn't tear up your bread. Do you remember in the old days, you take that butter fresh out of the fridge and you're trying to make a sandwich?
Well, I found the solution for spreadable butter is don't put it in the fridge.
Yeah. And you don't have to. Butter,
you don't.
Butter will actually sit on the counter and be fine.
We got a nicer butter dish with a cover on it.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
Keep the bugs out. And
Yeah.
You leave it out, and then it's as soft as you need it now.
Well, somebody said margarine is supposedly a molecule or ingredient away from plastic.
Yeah, that's my wife says that all the time. And here's the thing, I didn't believe that either. I was like, well, you read that somewhere online. I'll go there and look, oh, right, there it is. Bugs don't like it, almost plastic. Sure, have some on your toast. Sounds great.
Oh, it tastes so good.
Yeah.
And I think it's good for your cholesterol.
Yeah.
Do you think it's true that cockroaches won't eat the filling in a Twinkie?
Oh, I don't know. It's got sugar in it. I can imagine they wouldn't.
Well, somebody just texted us, and they never lie.
I don't know. I don't know if they're lying, but I don't know. I think anything with sugar and a roach is going to find a way around it. They've been here like 250 million years. I think they're going to be fine.
They got it, right?
All right, 77031. Don't forget your 5 o'clock keyword, 4 o'clock keyword is money. That's MONEY. Just slide over to RealRadio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Do you ever wonder what the most expensive shows are when they come to town?
Yeah.
I've got that. Next, we'll tell you the most expensive shows coming to Orlando. One is going to blow your face off. I'm serious.
All right.
When I read this, I'm
Good
like,
times.
when I read this, I'm like, for that guy? Like, people are paying this for that guy?
Yanni.
I'll tell you who it is next.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. All right, so that tropical system moved out, but some of its humidity and moisture remains. So once it warms up today, highs in the low 90s, we're going to see our thunderstorm chances going up. In fact, places to the south today, like in Osceola and Brevard counties that didn't see much, may see some pretty good storms. The highest storm chance between 2 p.m. and as late as 11 p.m. We could get some soakers. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected when it matters most. Be prepared with Rapid Radio's walkie-talkies. With instant push-to-talk and LTE nationwide coverage, you can reach family and friends in any emergency. 100% private, no contracts, no hassle.
Stay safe. Order now at rapidradios.com.
Summer's in full swing here in Florida, complete with lots of sunshine, heat, and humidity, which are perfect ingredients for the beach, but really tough on your old windows and doors. No problem, though. Replace them with the beautiful designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason, longevity. Unlike traditional vinyl, Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim windows and doors use Fibrix, which doesn't warp, crack, or degrade over time, meaning your windows and doors are going to last a lot longer. As Stephanie says, the appointment from beginning to end was amazing, very friendly and knowledgeable. Would recommend them to anyone. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to help you get started. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free design consultation. It's simple. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone. That's pound 250. Say the keyword best windows and be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, fellas, Russ Rollins here. Man, I feel so much better now that I got my testosterone all under control thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Listen, if you have, low T, you can start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Guys, real testosterone is available only by prescription, so go to Red Mountain Weight Loss to get yours. If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. That's terrible. Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also will improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200 for a limited time and start your testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or hit pound 250 from your cell phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
Are you making the most of your time outdoors? With Invisible Fence brand, you can. It's not just about keeping your pet safe. It's about giving your best friend freedom and giving you peace of mind. Our professional installation and certified pet trainers come to you and make outdoor safety custom fit for your home, your yard, and your dog. It's easy, reliable, and with the Invisible Fence brand, pet owners are saving $150 with a free consultation. Whether you're throwing the ball, grilling dinner, or just watching the sunset, Invisible Fence brand helps you enjoy more of those little moments with your pet without worrying about where they'll wander, knowing that they're safe. Give your pet the freedom they deserve and yourself the confidence to enjoy every season. Invisible Fence brand, where freedom meets protection.
Right now, pet owners are saving $150 with a free consultation when they text Invisible Fence brand. Text VALID to 323232. That's VALID to 323232. VALID to 323232.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Whew. A little toasty out here today. Jimmy,
Yes,
or any of you, have any of you ever tried linguiça or linguiça or however you pronounce it? It's a Portuguese sausage, and it is very spicy, and you got to know how to cook it right. Dang, that's good. Very Yankee, but real good if you get the taste. Have a great day.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1.
Have you heard of that?
Never heard of it. No,
Linguista?
No,
Linguiça?
No, never heard of that one. Money is your 4 o'clock keyword. Get about 10 minutes. Get over to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
You can buy your own linguiça.
Jack is here as well. Had a winner on Monday. Struck out yesterday. Hoping to get one today. So be diligent. Money is your 4 o'clock keyword.
Portuguese sausage, known as enchidos, encompasses a variety of flavorful pork sausages with linguica or linguiça and chorizo.
Okay, yeah. So it's a little spicy sausage.
Yeah.
Just like you, Jimmy.
I love chorizo.
You are a spicy sausage.
I am
You
a
are a
spicy
spicy
little sausage. That's what I've heard. I'm a spicy little sausage.
Yeah, you are. Mark that.
He's so spicy.
Get your donut shirt on.
I know.
I like
so
that
he's
shirt.
sweet and spicy.
New research reveals that skyrocketing ticket prices in 2025 are making it increasingly difficult for fans to see their performing artist. Some fans paying more than $1,800 to see a certain show. And, of course, Deb, I'm looking at you because you're shaking your head. You took your mother to see Taylor Swift, what is it, about a year ago?
Back in October.
Back in October. So, and you never told us how much the tickets were. But
I passed out as soon as I hit the pay button.
But it was over $350 a piece, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and those, and we were still like way up.
Yeah.
These were not like floor seats.
Right, those are in the building, right? Just get in the building.
It
type
was
thing.
in the building and a little off to the side and kind of in the back.
But you were still able to see.
We were still able to see, and listen, every single penny was worth it.
Sure.
It was a 24-hour trip, bright line there.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift concert, one of the most amazing concert experiences of my life, and she's the Swiftie.
Oh, yeah.
Because people kept saying to me at the concert, oh, how sweet, you took your mom. And I'm like, no, actually, I took her.
Yeah.
Now, if this were Tool, I'd be losing my mind.
Right. Well, there are a number of artists that do have expensive tickets. There's one particular that really hasn't toured in a while, and I wonder if that's why his ticket is so expensive. These are the top 10 artists with the most expensive concert tickets based on average minimum ticket price. In other words, the minimum, this is the lowest minimum price that you'll get across the board for these tickets. Now, I've seen one. I've only seen one of these shows. I've only seen one of these artists.
All right.
I'll give you an example. Teddy Swims is number 10.
Oh, okay.
His average ticket costs about $80.
Not bad.
Right. My wife took her mom to go see Teddy Swims because they absolutely love him. And I think he was at, I want to say when he was at Hard Rock first, but it could have been the Kia Center. I'm not 100 on that. A band that just got back together and started playing again. They're number 9.
Backstreet Boys.
No, that's a great guess. That thing's blowing up, by the way. Did you see some of the footage from the Sphere show?
Yeah, a texter just said that their wife paid $1,500 for 2 tickets, section in the 200 section, to see Backstreet Boys at the Sphere.
You know, I got to tell you, you wonder how much of that money is just because of the Sphere. Like, you know, you figure you see these guys in an arena, it's probably half that cost, but, you know, they have to jack that number because that Sphere thing is supposed to be one of the most incredible experiences ever.
That's bucket list right there.
Yeah, Red
for
Rocks
me.
in the Sphere, right?
Oh, Red Rocks in the Sphere.
Oasis comes in at number 9 with a ticket of
Really?
$83.46. Of course, those guys just kind of healed everything up and they're playing again together. I would thought that would be a little more.
Seems
Yes.
that oddly seems reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable.
You know why? Because if they're not sure they're going to remain together for the length of the tour, we can't charge you top dollar.
Right. Another one I thought would be a little more expensive. This guy has been on a good 6 or 7 solid year run. Chris Stapleton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, coming in at $92.30 for an average ticket. Pearl Jam at number 7 with $96 a ticket. And the other, like the Grateful Dead, number 6 at $106. Tyler, the Creator, at $121. The Eagles at $127. I thought that'd actually be a little higher. That's a legacy band that you think can damn near charge exactly what they want because, you know, again, you just in every tour could be their last. You just never know because when you're the minute that Don Henley passes, that band's done.
So they already lost Glenn Frey.
They lost Glenn Frey.
Beyonce's got to be number 1 on this.
Beyonce is not even on the list.
What?
She's in the honorable mentions along with Lady Gaga, Hozier, Beyonce, and My Chemical Romance.
Didn't you pay quite a pretty penny to see Lady Gaga when she was in Miami?
Yeah, but we got a really good deal because it was a Super Bowl gig.
Oh, okay.
So it was a private party thing for AT&T or Verizon. I can't remember what it was. And that's when we waited out in that pouring rain when it was like 8 degrees outside.
Paul McCartney just is on tour again.
Yeah, McCartney's not up there.
Okay.
Tyler, the Creator, or Tyla is number 142. I've never even heard of that person. I don't know if that's a male or female. I do not know.
Tyla 142?
Just Tyla, Tyla.
Tyler FT, period.
Oh, yeah, Tyla Feet. It's Feet and Tyla.
South African singer-songwriter.
There you go. Never heard of him. Is it a girl or a guy?
It's a girl.
Okay, there you go. Never heard of her. The other one, the last two, one is an artist that's had a ton of success and maybe got himself in a little bit of trouble recently. And
Justin Timberlake.
Drake. Kendrick Lamar.
Hold on. Benson Boone is number 2. He's the guy that does the backflips off the piano.
Right.
Cool guy, right? And then number 1.
And he's getting the most money?
Nope. He's number 2 at $151 a ticket.
But still, who, like 3 months ago, did we know who this guy was?
Yeah, we did.
All right.
The guy number 1 actually gets $100 more a ticket than Benson Boone. $254.29 is the average ticket to see this little fella.
Little. Oh, Billy Barty.
That's so great.
Not Billy Joel.
I love it when Jack makes references from the 40s.
Only because I couldn't
think so hard.
Because I couldn't think of Peter Dinklage's name.
I couldn't think of. I had no idea who Billy Barty was.
He's gold, baby.
Gold. Kanye.
Bruno Mars, number 1.
Oh,
Bruno Mars.
That's what I'm saying. This dude hasn't toured in years because he's been paying off that debt to Vegas. Remember that cat went there and lost like $30 million playing blackjack or something?
Really?
And, you didn't hear about that? He actually talked about the other day about paying off his debt, went in there and got crazy on a marker and lost a whole bunch of money. And then that's why he did a bunch of residency shows in Vegas and basically was doing those for free. So he talked about the other day about almost paying his debt off. So now I think he's back on tour doing his thing, but I don't think he's toured in a minute, right?
Wow.
No. And his average ticket is what?
$255.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, he is an incredible entertainer.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Maybe the best pop dancer I've seen since Michael Jackson, and he was heavily influenced. But in fact, I think that's how he began his career, as a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Yeah. I think that was one of the things he was doing, that and Elvis. As a little kid in Hawaii?
Yeah, because remember, he was like in a Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson as young Michael Jackson, I believe.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think so.
So the prices you're quoting, these are the face value ticket prices
This
on
is
sale?
based on an average minimum ticket price. So what they do is they go across, they figure out what the minimum prices are, they divide that by the amount of tickets available, and it's the minimum price on average.
So these are all the upper deckers.
These are the upper deckers, right? Yeah. These are the radio tickets.
Yeah. Not kidding.
These are the radio
Not
tickets.
kidding. And listen, I don't have a problem paying for that, but I have to be an uber fan of the band to want to pay that kind of money. I only paid for Taylor Swift because it was a birthday present. It's my mom. Taking her to great concerts like Tina Turner and the classical singer Andrea Bocelli.
I got my father-in-law tickets to go see Bocelli. I got him really nice tickets.
Yeah.
I actually got him skybox tickets for that.
See,
I cashed in a favor for that one.
That's when you get that's when you spend the big money.
Yeah. And then
I like that. I cashed in a favor means I didn't have to come off my wallet.
Right.
But I had to make a phone call.
No, I had to pay for them, but I had to cash in a ticket. I had to cash in a favor to even get access to them.
Ooh.
I'm lying. I didn't pay for them. Because I'm famous. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Back in 1 second with a new keyword right after this.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Multiple lanes are blocked on Florida's Turnpike heading southbound, approaching exit 265 at State Road 408 there. There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from the Greenway southbound to the beach line. The roadways are wet out there, slowing down traffic a little bit more than usual. Expect rainy conditions, reduced visibility, and slippery roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected when it matters most. Be prepared with Rapid Radio's walkie-talkies. With instant push-to-talk and LTE nationwide coverage, you can reach family and friends in any emergency. 100% private, no contracts, no hassle.
Stay safe. Order now at rapidradios.com.
That mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans as well. And if you already have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then today's your lucky day, because that mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, no worries there either, because that mortgage guy, Don, has your back and has over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. And you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with our third and final night of the Real Radio Comedy Mount Dora Summer Night Series, Saturday, August 23rd, when Sabrina Ambra from the News Junkie takes the stage. Get the details at realradio.fm/comedy.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
In America, we're free to ride wherever the road takes us. That's why we remember those who fought to make this the greatest place on earth. Make your American journey on a new bike from Space Coast Harley-Davidson during the Freedom Riders event. Ride on us for the rest of the year with no money down and no payments until 2026. Discover more at SpaceCoastHarley.com. Ride free from sea to shining sea. Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Let's ride.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia, where Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands off MSRP. Make your summer extra hot in a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Lease it for just $119 a month, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, and zero security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see it in a Kia. Click or visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants to KFA include $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax title license, $899 dealer, and $249.50 doc fee. Expires 8/15/25.
When it comes to flooring, trust your florist to Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat any price guaranteed and offers a lifetime installation warranty with made in the USA waterproof laminate, vinyl planks, carpeting, and hardwood flooring. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
When disaster strikes your home or business, you need more than a quick fix. You need a team you can count on.
You need Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida. From storm and water damage to fire, smoke, or mold, Paul Davis Restoration is ready 24/7 with the experience and care to get life back on track. They dry, clean, repair, and restore. Fast, professional, and reliable every step of the way. When things go wrong, they do what's right. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
There's still time to enjoy locked-in summer value at Sam's Club. Until July 22nd, prices are held on over 1,000 items. This is the perfect time to join Sam's Club and make the most of summer. So sign up for a membership today at samsclub.com/join.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reesewindows.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Man, those ticket prices are wild. Meanwhile, I'm seeing the Google Dolls and Dashboard Confessional in Charlotte next week. My tickets for $50.
That's awesome.
That's going to be a hell of a good show.
It is. That sounds fun.
Hey, how's it, Ohana?
Hey, Ohana.
Another hump day, as you say. But, yep, your Olelo today is brought to you by brother Jack Nails on a Chalkboard Bradshaw.
Oh.
It's Eno, and that's a feeling of cringe or to shudder. Anyway, bro, you running that dental drill?
Oh, yeah.
At the texting service is just lighting up. You guys have a great show.
No
to be
more.
part of it.
They're not
Aloha.
fans. Aloha, brother.
Oh, no more Eno.
All right, your 5 o'clock keyword is green. GREEN. Just mosey over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Remember, guys, if you're in the game, phone on, phone up, and answer it when it rings, because that's how they tell you you've won. Green is your 5 o'clock keyword. Good luck. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Eno.
Jack is here as well. Yay! You guys know anybody that uses Zen pouches? Do you know what Zen pouches are?
Yeah. James Brolin, Mark Maron.
Oh, yeah, they do them.
That was a considerable portion of his interview where they were talking about these Zen.
Yeah,
It's like mints.
You're talking about Josh Brolin, right?
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, you said James. Yeah, Josh Brolin. Yeah, I remember hearing that, and yeah, because they asked if they had one in. I think Brolin had 3 of them in or something.
But they talked about the lengths they go to make sure they, like when they travel and they.
Oh yeah.
It was full on sounded like just a different addiction.
Yeah.
Like they traded one addiction for another.
And they did.
And Brolin talks about being on the set of Sicario, I believe the movie was, when it was shot down in Mexico or something like that, and they had a hard time getting them.
Mexico.
And they were buying them like they would buy drugs. Like they were getting them shipped in. It was like real clandestine kind of movements because they were hard to find. Well, they're having a little bit of a problem with Zen. Did you see the story? I don't have any problem with that. I just remember, Zen are obviously very fast growing. Now, look, here's the thing. We hear about them a lot. You do hear about them in pop culture quite a bit, but really the usage is really not as big as you believe it is.
So for those who don't know, they're nicotine replacement pouches.
Yeah. It's like a little pouch. Remember back in the day, the smokeless tobacco companies, Skoal, Copenhagen, did a little thing called I know Skoal did a thing called a Skoal Bandit. And it was basically like a little tiny tea bag, but it did have the tobacco in there.
Right.
And that way it just stayed out of your teeth and stuff like that. And it was just easier to use. I remember that. But this is a nicotine replacement. I guess it's like a powder or something that has nicotine in there, and you put it in your gum, and you can choose the milligrams. And I guess people do use them to quit smoking. But they do have.
I would just use the patch because see, that I don't see how that would help because it's still. I guess you could just go,
It's delivering nicotine
lower
without
and
the
lower
smoke.
dosage.
Yeah, it's just delivering nicotine without the smoke because the smoke is the big problem.
The smoke is the big problem, but people also forget, like, cigars. You can still get mouth cancer,
You can,
tongue
yes.
cancer. I mean, the pouches, you can still get cancer. I mean, it's not really avoiding anything.
It says Nationwide Children's Hospital in Ohio analyzed more than a decade's worth of data, examining over 134,000 cases of children under the age of 6 who accidentally ingested nicotine through products like vapes, gums, and lozenges. Most types of exposure fell after 2016, but one delivery method, which of these nicotine pouches, has shot up, rising more than 760%.
Wow.
From just 2020 to 2023.
I didn't see the numbers. I just saw that they're causing a big problem with younger kids.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a high concentration of nicotine product. It tastes good. That's the problem. It's sweet, whatever.
Right, exactly.
And kids are getting poisoned by it. That's the story is, kids are getting them, they're putting 2 or 3 in, whatever the case may be, and they're getting poisoned by these patches.
And from what I saw earlier, that can mean anything like from increased heart rate. I mean, even so much as coma.
Yeah, it says they tuck them between their lip and gum. They do not contain tobacco. They're filled with nicotine, either synthetically or naturally derived. Then it has flavorings and sweeteners. I've never tried one because I don't know how it would react to nicotine. Because even though I smoke cigars, I don't get it like a.
There's no nicotine in there.
Yeah, I don't get a nicotine rush or anything like that from
Right.
cigars. You do occasionally get some kind of a tobacco rush there, but not really. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, exactly. If you like your heart increase.
yeah, your rate increase. It says only 0.5% of Americans actually use these. You hear about them everywhere.
I really don't. I only hear about them here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
and
funny.
when I was getting ready for the news, because I don't know anybody who uses them.
When you go to convenience stores or stores, you should look at the collection of those things. It's it's pretty substantial.
I'm usually looking at the glass pipes.
Yeah,
because I'm very impressed at my gas station. I'm like, dude, this side business you've got going on, it's working for you.
9% of people smoke cigarettes. 3% use vape or e-cigarettes, according to the census. And these only have 0.5%. So really the usage is far below even vaping. Vaping is like 6 times greater.
It's like people who chew tobacco. It is a certain niche of the market.
Yeah, and I do believe that these pouches have been, again, they obviously have been marketed toward a certain group. Kids are using them because you can put one in school and nobody would know.
And there's the other side of vaping, right? You can't vape in school, so
right.
What are you going to do now?
And that's what happens. They basically put these things in, and you're able to basically smoke in school by using these Zen patches. I don't know if schools have any rules against these things. I mean, you still have to be 18 to buy them, do you not?
I believe so, because it is still a nicotine product.
It is still nicotine, right? That is a drug.
Great. Now I'm going to have youngsters hitting me up outside 7-Eleven. Hey, can you give me some Zen?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, if you ma'am me, forget it.
More than 1,600 kids wound up having serious medical outcomes after kind of getting a hold of these things. 2 kids actually passed away.
Really?
Yeah, but that was like liquid nicotine. It wasn't like the pouches, but it was like they were, I guess, just vape, maybe a vape nicotine. I do not know. And the funny thing is Philip Morris owns this company.
Oh, really? Fascinating.
Well, I mean, if you're losing market share to of your cigarette company to Zen pouches, what's the best thing you should do?
Move into where the market share is going.
Right,
exactly.
Buy the Zen company.
Exactly.
I think it says they want parents that, of course, if you're using Zen pouches, you got to keep those things away from your kids.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're kind of small, they're cute. And
they're tasty.
And they're sweet, and they come flavored, so they're very attractive to kids. And if they got one in their mouth, it would be one of those situations where it could be bad.
Although I can say, if you're planning like to go to Europe or Asia and you're a smoker and you don't want to necessarily wear a nicotine patch while you're on your flight, maybe because someone said those pouches rocked when I flew recently.
Yeah.
So,
and I know people who can't even go an hour and a half or so without a cigarette. We were on a trip to Jamaica once, and a guy got arrested by the feds when we landed because he slipped into the bathroom and took one puff of a cigarette.
Oh,
that's a federal charge.
Yeah, no, that's not worth it.
He couldn't do it. I told him to just eat it. I said, just eat the damn thing or something, buddy. You're going to
get some nicotine gum. Get some nicotine patches.
He went in there and smoked, blew it out there, and the minute he opened the door, you could see the flight attendant walk right into the captain's thing. They made a phone call, and as soon as we landed, he went to get up, and they came over to a seat and said, "You stay right there for a second, big dog." And then we found out he got arrested by the feds. We were coming back from a trip, and this was a radio trip, so it was one of the radio listeners.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what they're also saying in the context of the story is, if you're a parent and you use Zen pouches, do not use them in front of your kids. Don't let them see you putting the Zen pouch in your mouth, because kids, obviously, a lot of kids start smoking because their parents smoke,
right?
And they see that, and they're used to it, and they're used to seeing it, and they want to be like mom and dad. So they're telling you, when you use these Zen pouches and you have kids in the house, please do it without them seeing it, and try to keep it a secret as much as possible, so you don't influence them and have them start it as well.
And a couple of texts just came in, 77031. I guess you have to be 21, not 18, to be able to purchase them in Florida. And someone also said, I'm 30, and they are so popular with people my age.
Yeah.
Those would be the people with young kids at home, babies, toddlers. Right. The ones that are, grab something that they see you eating or whatever, and it's much smaller bodies, much bigger effects.
Look, man, and Jack's right. When you hear that interview, what we're talking about is the WTF podcast, which is run by Mark Maron. It's ending this year. He has on, like your stereotypical podcast guest. He happened to have Josh Brolin on this time because they were talking about a movie that he was coming up in. I couldn't remember what the movie was. And they had like an extended conversation about these Zen pouches, and both like lamented about how addicting they were.
That's one reason I won't try them. Just hearing that alone is like, nope. I've got my own issues.
Like, I think Marin actually said it was kind of embarrassing how much he was addicted to these Zen pouches, and how he hated the fact that they had that big of a grip on him. And I guess it, back in the day, you'd go to the convenience store, you'd find that cool convenience store worker to sell you cigarettes, or you'd tell them you're getting them from your mom, because back in the day, you could have your mom write you a note, and you could walk your 11-year-old ass up to the gas station, and as long as you had a mom note, they would sell you anything. Like, here's a gun, a bottle of liquor, and some cigs.
And a six-pack for your dad.
Exactly. And how about just one for you for being such a good kid?
Yeah. It's so crazy how it was back. Man, I'm telling you, your mom was just like, could you please sell Jimmy?
Right.
2 packs of Winston's, a 6-pack of beer, and that bottle of wine liquor.
Oh, man. Such different times.
Yeah. Zen pouches. I've never tried one. I would probably try one. I would want to know what the flavor was like.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't smoke?
Smoke cigars.
They don't have nicotine?
And occasionally...
Oh, yes.
But Zen,
I will lean on a lefty occasionally.
Zen is supposed to it's nicotine replacement, basically.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So
yeah,
it's for people trying to wean themselves off of.
Theoretically, yes.
Or they just like the effects of the nicotine. That's like Jimmy said. They don't want to have to ingest it via the smoke.
Yeah, but smoking is way down. It says the study found that the rose more than 760%. God, that is such a number. 134,000 cases of people getting hold of these things that shouldn't have them. A Central Ohio poison center nationwide basically conducted this study, and it says that there's nothing telling the kid this is bad. You should spit it out. That's where you get in trouble, because if your kids see you eating these things, they're going to think it's fine.
Oh, the execs at Philip Morris right now are going, would you please shut up?
Yeah, right. Just shut up.
Just shut up. Stop talking
Hey,
about
fatty,
this.
shut up.
Yeah, we've had a rough couple decades.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
leave us alone.
They're no more addictive than gummy bears, Jimmy. You heard it from themselves.
I have horrible news for cigarette companies. Not a sympathetic group.
No.
Not a group you can really sympathize with.
Especially when you see what they do overseas.
Have you ever... Oh, yeah. Have you
ever seen Philip Morris set up outside of a school in Southeast Asia with all kinds of swag for the kids when they get out of school?
I've not seen that.
Oh, because they can't do it here.
Oh, of course not.
They can't do it here. But if you see their behavior overseas, if you think they're like disgusting companies, and they are. I hate giving them my money, but I don't want to hurt people. That's a God's honest truth.
Fair.
It's so egregious because their laws, they're so lax over there. I mean, and they straight up, they have to target kids.
Yeah.
They have to get to that younger audience and get them hooked for life.
Yeah, it's not. The funny thing is our pop culture used to support the idea of cigarette smoking being kind of cool or debonair.
It was in every magazine ad.
Yeah,
right.
All the big stars,
the big movies. Think of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Right. Uma Thurman with a lit cigarette.
Oh, I could tell you 100 movies back in the
Exactly.
day where the dangling cigarette was as much the star as the star itself.
And even when they tried to demonize it, they still ended up giving it an element of cool. I don't know if you remember, but the American Lung Association used to do a report card on Hollywood. On how,
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because recognizing that they're basically showing it as something cool, so then they would put out a yearly report card on Hollywood on how many movies and television shows featured characters who prominently smoked, and it's gone way down.
It's so funny because back in the day, you would find out that somebody smoked in Hollywood. You're like, no. Like I remember when I found out Obama smoked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Then I saw a picture of him with a cigarette, and I was like, "That's weird."
I know.
That's really weird, man. Because he doesn't hit you like a smoker, but apparently he was a bad one. Like, really had a problem.
Peter Jennings.
No way. Did not know that.
He had it.
The guy who died of lung cancer.
The guy who died of lung cancer. Exactly. But
shocking.
No, but all right. Well, Dana Reeves, wife of Christopher Reeve, died of lung cancer.
Yeah. Wow.
Never smoked a day in her life.
Wow.
Well, but Peter Jennings had it so bad that when his wife was in labor giving birth to their child, he asked her to hurry it up so he could get outside and have a smoke.
Get out of here.
He was brutal about it.
Back in the 70s, they would smoke on TV like Carson. If you go YouTube Johnny Carson shows and the old talk shows, you can see the smoke rising up through the shot because they're both smoking cigarettes while being interviewed on television.
Dude, of all the things, they used to have ashtrays built into the boards.
That's the greatest.
In radio control
rooms.
rooms.
Did not.
Yes, they did. You talk to any engineer who's been in this business long enough, they will tell you they used to have ashtrays built into the board, which is crazy because nicotine is sticky. There's so many components and electronics. You wouldn't think they would allow smoke anywhere near the equipment, but there used to be ashtrays built into the studios.
They used to be in the armrests of your airline seats.
Exactly.
They smoke in hospitals.
You used to have doctors on television telling you which cigarette brand they would recommend.
Yeah.
I would recommend Lucky Strike because it will get you in my office sooner.
All right, 407 916 1041.
Hurry up, I need a cigarette.
Text us at 77. She's running. What? She's about to sprint down there.
Well, I haven't had one since 2:45. What?
2:45. 3 hours?
Well, it's the last time.
Okay.
I've been busy.
2.5 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
Are we at the limit?
No, when I start to look at you and my eye starts to twitch and you say the wrong thing and I kind of look like I'm going to leap at you, that's when you know we're in critical range.
Do you start shaking?
No, I start getting really mad.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Anxious, just anxious.
Right.
Yeah, just stops my insides from jumping around.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get you a smoke. Let's do that for sure. 5 o'clock keyword is green. That's GREEN. Go over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Gen Z and millennials, they look at love way differently. I'll tell you how next.
Oh, no.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The left lane's blocked on I-4 westbound approaching Saxon Boulevard. There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from I-4 westbound to Anderson Street. Traffic slowing down due to an accident on Orange Blossom Trail northbound approaching Clarkona-Ocoee Road. Keep an eye out for an accident off to the shoulder getting cleared up on the Turnpike southbound near State Road 408 there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now at rapidradios.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Time to be a hero. Tell your friends and family about my friends over at Life Imaging FLA, especially if you have a family member that you know could really benefit from this scan. Simply amazing technology over there, guys. And I'll tell you something else. If you know for a fact that you have some heart disease issues, history in your family, you definitely do not want to play with that. You definitely want to get over to Life Imaging FLA, get this free heart scan just to make sure everything's fine. Here's the cool thing. This is the preemptive strike, right? This is called being proactive instead of reactive. Do not wait for that symptom, because sometimes that very first symptom can be sudden death. And 1 of 3 people in America will die of heart disease. So you have to take this stuff seriously. What they can do is show you how your heart is doing right now, the health. If you do have issues, the cool thing is you can take this scan information to your primary care doctor and start building a plan to make sure that you're healthy and around for many years. No dyes. You do not take your clothes off. This entire process only takes a few minutes. So don't wait. Do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say that keyword free heart scan. That's it. That's how you make your appointment. Pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan and you will be connected in seconds. Time to make that call, guys. Take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message to iHeartMedia.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets now at AXS.com.
The 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival is brought to you by Metro. With their new lower prices, the celebration starts way before the festival. Big savings so you can focus on your favorite artist, not your phone bill. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Getting a new bathroom. The Home Builders Network is the way to go. They sponsor our Jim Colbert Show question of the day, and I'm getting my bathroom replaced with the Home Builders Network. Yep, they added that. Mike, the Home Builders, he's expanding. He does roofs, windows replacements, door replacements, seamless gutters with covers, and bathrooms as well. What do you need done in your home? He's put together a team, a network. That is the Home Builders Network. He even has a brand new showroom in Altamont Springs on the corner of 434 and 436 in the Aldi Plaza there. You can stop by, see all the demo models for the showers and the bathrooms there as well, and go say hi to Mike. He's a great guy, over 3 decades of experience as a craftsman and contractor, and he can help you out when it comes time to doing the bigger projects around your home, just like he did for me. You connect with him at hbnusa.com. Again, it's the Home Builders Network, hbnusa.com.
Pack your summer with awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Chill with new emperor penguins at an Antarctic encounter. Take a thrilling Arctic adventure on the all-new Expedition Odyssey, now open. Celebrate Baby Shark's 10th anniversary and enjoy live concerts and hundreds of flavors at Band's Brew and Barbecue. Light up your summer with an all-new acrobatics show and ignite the all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Save up to 60% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our summer sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hello, I need a new electrical outlet.
We are learning about pickleball today.
Okay.
Isn't that a funny name?
What about my electrical?
Pickleball.
I should have called Frank Gay.
Oh, it's like miniature tennis.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need electrical work in your home, you need a trustworthy electrician who can clearly explain how to solve any dilemma. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Daytona Beverages and Bud Light celebrate our local heroes. We continue to meet sacrifice with hope for America's first responders and military families with our Folds of Honor Local Heroes Challenge. A portion of proceeds from every Bud Light sold this summer will be donated locally to Folds of Honor to fund scholarships for military and first responder families. Look for festive Bud Light summer displays at your favorite retailers. Purchase Bud Light and raise one for our heroes this summer. Daytona Beverages is locally owned and operated out of Volusia County.
When it comes to flooring, trust your florist to Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat any price guaranteed and offers a lifetime installation warranty with made in the USA waterproof laminate, vinyl planks, carpeting, and hardwood flooring. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Texting
privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
Are you making the most of your time outdoors? With Invisible Fence brand, you can. It's not just about keeping your pet safe. It's about giving your best friend freedom and giving you peace of mind. Our professional installation and certified pet trainers come to you and make outdoor safety custom fit for your home, your yard, and your dog. It's easy, reliable, and with the Invisible Fence brand, pet owners are saving $150 with a free consultation. Whether you're throwing the ball, grilling dinner, or just watching the sunset, Invisible Fence brand helps you enjoy more of those little moments with your pet without worrying about where they'll wander, knowing that they're safe. Give your pet the freedom they deserve and yourself the confidence to enjoy every season. Invisible Fence brand, where freedom meets protection.
Right now, pet owners are saving $150 with a free consultation when they text Invisible Fence brand. Text VALID to 323232. That's VALID to 323232. VALID to 323232.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Reese Impact Windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
That's right.
Still to come, we find out what's in the good sauce with Ross Paget. Today at 6 on the Jim Colbert Show.
I've talked back in before on this subject, but one of my customers is one of the world's largest tobacco companies, and they have the vending machines with all their different tobacco products in them, like throughout their facility for their employees to help themselves too. But they do take care of their employees. These vending machines with all tobacco products are right next to, the in-house health clinic and the gym and the eye doctor and the sushi bar, which is awesome.
Yeah, who might that be?
Sushi bar.
Who is that? Is Philip Morris Marl?
Yes.
Yes.
Who are the other ones though? Who are the other tobacco makers? Reynolds?
Is Lorillard?
Yeah, I thought it was Reynolds is one.
Winston?
Yeah. But I think Winston is owned by, I think they're all part of RJ Reynolds is one of them, I believe.
Okay, R.J. Reynolds.
Yeah, I think it's RJ Reynolds. It's the one we just mentioned. And I think there's one more. And they make is Lucky a company by itself, Lucky Strike? Or is it part of under the umbrella of one of those other cigarette companies?
I think that's under the umbrella of one of the others.
Yeah. Green is your 5 o'clock keyword. That's GREEN. Get to realradio.fm and send it off for your chance at $1,000. What's it say there, Jackson?
Yeah, Philip Morris, obviously the one we know, but all the other names I'm not aware of.
Altria.
Sampornia, Pakistan Tobacco Company, Turning Points brand, Universal Corporation, Imperial Brands.
There you go.
British American Tobacco.
Yeah.
Philip Morris and Altria Group are the largest in the U.S.
Are they really?
Yeah.
All right, 77031.
Google.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
And Jack is here as well.
I Googled as well.
Did you guys, God, it's so funny because we've all been with our significant others for quite a while. Deb, you've been with Chris for like 8, 9 years, 10 years?
11.
11 years.
Seems like a lot longer, though.
And Jack has been with Naomi for 25.
28.
28 years. I've been with Tori for 21. Our 20-year anniversary is this year.
Oh,
we did
congratulations.
We did it a year and a half before we got married. So
Congratulations.
20 years this September. Did you ever think when you were seeking a loved one, did their financial position come into play at all when you were considering finding a mate? It's kind of weird because we've been together for so long with our significant others. I know that Naomi was a singer when Jack and Naomi met.
were both poor. We were both equally poor. Maybe she was more poor.
Well, she was a singer.
Well, she had debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you consider that? Like when you start dating someone,
yes,
you did consider their financial position.
Well, it is a thought in mind, especially because as you continue on, right? I mean, if you're just dating and having fun and it's casual and you're not exclusive or whatever, that's different. But if you're planning to, hopefully continue this relationship years down the road, that is something you do have to consider.
That's interesting because I didn't consider that. I don't know if it's
probably because you always thought that you would, as long as you could provide, you would be okay.
Yeah, and I think maybe that is like maybe a gender related issue, whereas men don't really look to women to be providers. That could be different now, though. I mean, this study could show that. But
I think with Gen Z and millennials, absolutely, they see that differently.
You think so?
Yeah,
huh?
Because I think they share the parenting roles a lot more. I mean, look at Ross and Olivia. The splitting of the parenting,
right?
And who works when and who goes to work. So I think it is a much bigger factor for future generations because think about it, Jimmy. We were probably the last generation where our mothers. Well, my mom had to work because she was a single mom.
Yeah.
Right. And then she ended up getting far enough in her career that she continued to work. But for a lot of us, back in those older generations, dad could be the one that went to work and the family could survive. Try doing that now.
Yeah, there was only one woman in our family I know that was allowed to kind of stay home and maintain the home while the male worked, while the husband worked. He had a really good job, so they didn't have to worry about money so much. But every other female in my family worked, regardless of their age. Yeah, they had to. My mom always had a job.
Oh, had to. My mom at one point had 3.
Yeah. This Newsweek story, poses a very interesting question. It asks basically, the Gen Z millennial thing. Gen Z was more likely to choose financial stability over love than their millennial elders.
Wow, choose financial stability over love.
59% of millennials say they would prioritize a broke and magical relationship over financial security. Only 54% of Gen Z said the same thing.
Wow.
So about half of Gen Z said that they would prioritize their spouse's financial position over how much they actually love that person.
That is the most nostalgic generation. And by nostalgic, I mean going back to, in a lot of ways, the way we used to do things, right? Not relying on social media as much to meet a partner. Basically rejecting plastic surgery, I think they're fascinating for that reason.
And it says that boomers are in the same kind of boat. Boomers would always choose someone for love, never for financial stability. That they boomers still believed in the idea of finding that love, that soulmate kind of person, shacking up and then calling it good. But man, these Gen Z guys, and the reason what they say is because it says millennials have just been through more. That's Ross's age, by the way. I think it's from
in their 30s, though.
Yeah, 30s, something in your 30s into your early 40s or something like that. They've been through more. They've had more time to explore love, make mistakes, and go through breakups. And it says that the reason Gen Z is seeing this the way they are is because of the financial position the U.S. is in. Everything costs more. You're making less. Housing is almost unapproachable. The idea of having a family is even more unapproachable because daycare is so GD expensive. It's like another car payment.
Right.
So it says that Gen Z, the youngest of this group, choose to find a spouse or a partner that can provide them long-term financial stability more so than how much they love that person. I'm sure they'll love them. I mean, you can love somebody and then be completely obsessed in love, but they do consider the financial aspect of it. That wasn't even a consideration when I started dating Tori because she was so hot.
My mom always told me, you can't eat love.
Oh, yeah, you can't eat love. That's for sure.
You can't eat love.
Yeah. Jack shaking his head like his wife is not very attractive.
That is not anything close to why I was shaking my head.
Why were you shaking your head?
That you prioritize that. It was a joke. You made a joke.
Yeah, I did make a joke. I sure did.
Don't try and throw me in a hole.
I'm not trying to throw you in a hole. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell you're doing over there. The Gen Z says that I would rather have somebody that I know I can lean on more so than somebody I'm absolutely head over heels in love with. I find that to be a very bizarre thing to say. I don't know why. I just find that very odd. Like, how do you even know you're in love with them if you're worried about what kind of financial situation they're in? Isn't that weird that even comes in as a factor?
But you know what? You know what will really make love fly out the door? A hungry belly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can be madly in love with someone, but if they can't hold down a job, or you can't keep the lights on, or your kids can't have, school supplies, love doesn't keep that alive.
No, they say money can't buy happiness, and you need to be at a certain level. Otherwise, not having money will create stress.
Yes.
And stress in a relationship
Is a
will
killer.
create friction.
Yeah.
And that friction will erode your relationship.
It will. It certainly will. And it says here that, by the way, if you want to read this story, it's a Newsweek story today. Gen Z isn't choosing money over love, right? They're choosing survival. Because they've watched their older siblings drown in student debt while Instagram perfect couples split over Venmo requests.
Yeah.
Social media also coming into play here.
Because it creates such a fallacy.
Another factor. And when you look at it, we're in a renting generation where home ownership doesn't seem like it's possible anymore. So for them, survival is paramount.
That's exactly what it says here, buddy. And it says women were also more likely to choose love over money in the report, with 58% of women saying they prioritize the broke and magical relationship over financial security, whereas just 51% of men said the same. But again, I think that's kind of a skewed thing, because I think our cultural standards, and I know they change from generation to generation, no question, but I think the cultural standards still play a major role there. Like, there's a large portion of the country that still believes that the man should go out there, earn the money, and the woman should stay home. And that's been curated in them since they were children.
Yeah, it's called the South.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said a certain part of the country.
Yeah, exactly. Or, some places I was.
But the idea of even considering financial stability in the context of picking a mate or a partner seems just so bizarre.
Now, see, to me, it seems responsible.
Yeah.
It seems responsible.
Pragmatic. Practical.
Because, if you're planning a future, you want as many tools in your toolbox to have that future be long, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at least what I learned from being married and divorced before is that it matters so much less that we like the same music or same television shows, because those really aren't the things that you're going to share. I mean, you may or you may not.
Right.
Exactly. There's other things, and being able to pay the bills if there's a medical crisis.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't want to have to worry about how you're going to have to pay for that. And when you have a partner that you can count on financially, that's another peace of mind. That's another tool in your toolbox.
100%. And when Ross was having Miles, and we would talk, he would ask for, I'm sure he asked the same thing of Jack. He's talking to two people he knows that have kids and have raised kids.
Right.
And, he hit me with that whole thing, when do you know you can afford it kind of thing. And I'm like, buddy, listen, man. You just either want to have a kid or not. There's no stowing away money for a kid. You'll figure it out. I mean, you'll just figure it out. There's no way to really do that.
If everyone waited till they could afford it, there would be a lot less people on this planet.
There'd be about 100,000.
And it says here, across a larger population, Americans in general were far more likely to choose love over monetary success. 63% of polled Americans would marry for love, even if it meant a lifelong financial struggle.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Because that sounds like you're really falling for the movies and the TV shows. I mean, it takes a lot for. But then I think about the couples who got married right after World War II, right? Had no money,
right?
Engaged with the band off of a cigar, and just busted ass for decades and years, and built their family and built their home and built that nest egg. There is some romance with that, but it comes with hindsight.
Yeah,
because you're not living it.
Yeah, I think also too, the idea of finding a mate now, I think, is even more daunting, because back in the day, like you're saying, back in the day, you'd meet somebody in your town. And you're like, well, this is the one. I don't have many options because I don't go places. I don't have social media to scan what the entire city has to offer when it comes to women looking for mates. And now that's not the case. Now you can go on and find somebody that fits your exact needs. And that's not the way it was. You'd meet somebody, you'd have a couple things in common. You're physically attracted to each other. Then you'd figure the rest out. Now you want a profile that kind of checks all the boxes before you even give it a shot.
Well, no, that's different. For me, this isn't going to be a first, second, third date conversation. This is when we're exclusive and we're talking about having a future together.
Yeah, but you're filling that out as you date, though, right?
As you date, as you're figuring it out as you date. But if there comes a point where I'm going to be like, and plus age has a thing to do with it too.
Yeah.
Because when you're 21 and you're willing to just let's just grab a couple of backpacks and walk across Europe.
We need to revisit this study with these same people. I want to do it in 30 years.
Exactly.
I'll let them know. I'll send an email.
It's a bit naive. It's ideal,
is.
To just say, as long as we're secure, then the relationship will, just work out. But I think from the boomers looking back, or Gen X looking back, they realize what is important,
right?
Yes.
Is to like that person.
Yes, be their friend, have
to that.
respect.
Because if you're in a situation where you don't and you resent that person, that's every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like going to work every day at a job you don't like.
Having money and hating them is one thing. Being broke and hating them is way easier. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 770-311.
And they are texting us, and I feel bad. So, dual income household. My wife is a public school teacher. I'm a tenured university professor. We have 2 children under 10. We spend $1,000 a month on childcare. We are broke as a joke. Someone else said they spend $600 a month, which is a car payment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy out there, and that's what is forming the Gen Z mentality when it comes to hooking up. They want to make sure that person that they're going to spend their time with, that they're going to, quote, fall in love with, also provides financial security, because now there is no one earning, unless you're making, 5% money, you're a couple $100,000 a year. Somebody in that, 2 people in that family are going to have to work, to provide that home, depending on how you want to live.
Exactly.
If you have aspirations of having a place and having a family, it's going to take more than one salary, more than likely.
I think ultimately you need someone just who's compatible, who kind of has that same philosophy as you with work ethic and stuff. Because if there's that mismatch, and you are working and then you're coming home, and then you have to do more work, and you're like, well, what'd you do all day?
Yeah. That actually, it's so funny you mentioned that, buddy. I never thought of it that way. It's funny, when you look at how you are compatible with your spouse. My wife and I are very compatible, but it's funny, I've never thought of that. And Jack is 1,000% right. If I had to list the 3 things that my wife and I have in common more than anything, it may be work ethic. We both believe in that and have believed in that most of our lives. You got to just go out there and earn your keep. And she's been like that since she was in high school. She had a full-time job in high school, because she just wanted to pay her own way. That's kind of been ingrained in me since I was a kid, and her the same. So you're 100% right. That's a cool observation.
Because imagine what that would be like if she didn't.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I'd throw her out. Yeah, 100%. I don't care how old she is. She'd be gone. All right, 77031. Don't forget your 5 o'clock keyword is green. That's GREEN. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Load them up, guys. Trivia is next. Let's give some stuff away.
Do you want to play a game? Good. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is next. Call now. 407-916-1041.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings.
Major League Baseball's All-Star Game, it was decided by its first ever swing-off to break a tie after 9 innings, and the National League won it. After being crushed by the Thunder on Tuesday, the Magic will try again for their first NBA Summer League win tonight. They'll take on the Nets there. And midweek MLS action's on tap tonight when Orlando City hosts NYCFC. The Lions enter the match in 6th place in the Eastern Conference. I'm Scott Davidson.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 or older. Age and eligibility vary by jurisdiction.
Core Flooring Center. That's our buddy Corey. And when it comes time to getting the floors done in your home, shop around, but don't make any deal until you take that quote to Corey and see, because Corey's going to beat it, right? Not only will he beat it, you mentioned Jack sent you, he's going to give you another $50 off. And we are talking made in the USA waterproof laminate, which I had Corey put in my home. Vinyl planks, wood flooring, even carpeting comes with a lifetime installation warranty. Listen, I know. I've been through it all. I've done the commercial where they come the next day and it's really fast. Guess what? Quality, not so great. I used the big box stores. Had some issues there as well. The job with Core Flooring Center was absolutely perfect. The installation was beyond my expectations, and I appreciate Corey and his team you will as well. You go to coreflooringfl.com. He's in Winter Park right there off of Cimarron, but you can find him online at coreflooringfl.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. You guys know I love a good deal, and with Sam's held over pricing on over 1,000 items for the summer, you can't lose. Everything from Igloo heavy-duty coolers to the all-beef hot dogs they sell right there at the cafe. And all the summer treats you love, like Members Mark key lime pie ice cream and Kit Kat ice cream bars. How about an inflatable outdoor movie screen? They have that as well. Enjoy all of these Sam's Club great deals. Join the club today. Sign up for a membership at samsclub.com/join.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
RC Hill to the rescue. This week at RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're having our Super Solution Sale. Stuck making payments on a car you just don't like? Our Super Solution specialists help you escape and upgrade, even if you got to push, pull, or tow it in. We'll give you up to $6,000 more than your car's worth. Is bad credit kryptonite holding you back? My Super Solution credit approval process is guaranteed to get you approved. I'm RC Hill in DeLand and Ocala. See all my super rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage, NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Stuck in a car you hate? We'll set you free, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offer subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Here's what's trending now on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
You know what they say, time flies when you're having a lot of fun. Because can you believe it's already been 1 year of iHeart Women's Sports? It's the go-to spot for stories, wins, and real talk from the biggest names in the game. From the court to the field, even behind the scenes. Voices like Sarah Spain, Ashley Harris, and a whole lineup of legends are leading the charge. Check it out and celebrate 1 year of iHeart Women's Sports right now on iHeartRadio.
Explore the latest. Open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
When disaster strikes your home or business, you need more than a quick fix. You need a team you can count on. You need Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida. From storm and water damage to fire, smoke, or mold, Paul Davis Restoration is ready 24/7 with the experience and care to get life back on track. They dry, clean, repair, and restore. Fast, professional, and reliable every step of the way. When things go wrong, they do what's right. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida.
When it comes to the great debate over French fries, for me, nothing tops the classic shoestring. Thin, salty, and if you've been around long enough, you know, originally cooked in beef tallow. Steak and Shake is going back to those roots. No preservatives, chemicals, or additives, just 100% beef tallow. This is authentic, old-fashioned cooking, creating the best French fry. Crispy on the outside and potato on the inside. If you haven't tried Steak and Shake fries, get on over to Steak and Shake and try them today. Beef tallow fries only at Steak and Shake. You'll love it too much.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by Eye Candy Energy Drink. Taste the sweet life.
Oh, yeah. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Shucks.
Hey guys, so millennial here, born 86, me and my girlfriend. I chose her because I love her, not because she made enough money, all that good stuff. We have a child together. I just bought a house this year and that about killed me. So now it's absolutely necessary that she brings in money as well as me. It was before just me, and I have a decent job, so I can bring in $100,000 a year or a little more, but without her right now, even at that payroll, I can't even afford my house barely. It's ridiculous, guys. Anyway, love the show.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that very much.
Thanks for listening.
This story stoked a lot of interest on the texting service. If you want to read the story in its entirety, you can do that. It's at newsweek.com. That's where I pulled that from today. I found it quite interesting as well. The texting service finds it very, very interesting. A number of talkbacks about it as well. So, again, pretty cool story. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here, and he has the Jackie sack. What's in it?
All aboard.
Chugga, chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack. Clickety-clack.
I have 2 prizes with a special prize announcement at the end.
Ooh,
Shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
A pair of tickets to SeaWorld's Bands, Brew, and Barbecue. We're talking delicious food, cocktails, ice-cold craft beer, where you can also catch live concerts, and be sure to stay because they have a all-new Ignite Drones and Fireworks show. Don't miss SeaWorld's Bands, Brew, and Barbecue happening every weekend now through August 24th. If you want more details on that, go to SeaWorldOrlando.com. You can also go to our website and maybe win a pair if you don't win a pair.
Ah, nice.
Also in the Jackie Sack, something happening this Saturday. I'll be there. We're talking Toto, Men at Work, Christopher Cross performing at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. This is happening this Saturday, July 19th. A pair of tickets for you to win right now. Also, if you're just listening and you want to go, I just put up a reel on Instagram at Real Radio 1041 in our story. Enter there. We have some pairs. We're going to be giving them away. If you want to go to that Toto concert, enter on our Instagram at Real Radio 1041 in our story. Do it. That story is only up for 24 hours, and I just put it up about an hour ago.
Nice.
There you go. That's what's in your Jackie Sack today.
So back to you, clickety clack.
All right, young lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go number 1.
Number 1. Stop it. Jackie, how you doing?
He's all right.
I'm well. How are you?
Doing great. Would you like to play a little bitty game with us?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
Is he the puzzle master? Or is he the guy who's currently writing today's game? Can he be both? Let's find out. It's time for JCS Trivia.
All right, Jackie, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers, Jackie, is not true.
No.
We are trying to fool you, but if you fool us and find it, I will send you over to the Jackie Sack where you can get yourself something nice. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. It's National Hot Dog Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Here are 3 fun facts about hot dogs and 1 ballpark lie. We're talking about hot dogs, Jackie. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, Mickey Mouse's first words on screen were hot dog. Number 2, Los Angeles residents consume more hot dogs annually than any other city in the U.S. Number 3, hot dogs cause 17% of all child deaths under the age of 10. Or lastly, a prime spot outside the Central Park Zoo can cost a hot dog vendor $100,000 per year. Which one of those is a lie?
I'm going to go with number 4.
That's the one. You're a winner.
Whoa!
Son of a bitch.
Hey, out of curiosity, do you think that's high or low? Do you think that it costs hot dog vendors more or less than $100,000 to have their hot dog cart parked outside the entrance to the Central Park Zoo?
I think it costs more.
$300,000 a year collectively is what they charge hot dog vendors to park their carts outside of the entrance of the Central Park Zoo. $300K.
The only person or people angrier than Jim when they get it on the first try are the other 4 people on
Oh,
hold.
yeah. And this is 2 days in a row, by the way.
Yep.
Wow.
You are a winner, Jackie.
Congratulations, Jackie.
Put you on hold there. Get yourself something nice.
$300,000.
Is that what you thought, guy? Is that where you thought it was?
I was surprised it was 100,000, but I guess.
Did you guys think that was the fake answer?
No, 17 deaths. That's
Mickey,
or 17% of child deaths.
Mickey Mouse's first words on screen were hot dog.
I thought it was
hot dog.
Oh,
That's
boy.
yeah. L.A. residents consume more hot dogs annually than any other city. I thought that was I thought for sure that's
crazy.
the very first one.
They're called Dodger dogs.
Yeah, very first one that somebody would get. And
it's too weird.
Yeah,
it had to be true.
Yeah.
Jackie saw right through your ruse.
Nice. I like that. Hot dogs causing 17% of all child deaths under the age of 10.
Don't cut them in discs.
Yeah, exactly. I made that mistake when I was a
Me
young
too.
babysitter.
Oh, I saw my daughter's face turn all red like that. I was like,
Yep, exactly. Cut them lengthwise.
Yeah.
Is that true? That is true. That's 17%.
17% of all deaths under the age of 10 are caused by hot dogs.
That's a high number.
Damn near 1 out of 5. You think about it.
I think that's a way high number.
The other one is just being my kid. A few other things before we get to the top of the hour and listen to Ross talk for a few minutes. Miller Park in Milwaukee.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Is the only major league ballpark that sells more sausages than they do hot dogs.
That's
Milwaukee.
Every other park sells more hot dogs than anything. These guys sell more sausages than hot dogs. You proud of that, aren't you?
Yeah, I
am. Who do you think sells more hot dogs than anyone else in the United States at 100 million per year?
I'm gonna go with Nathan's.
No, it's a vendor. It's not it's not a producer.
So
it's not a manufacturer.
Like a venue, like Yankee Stadium.
Just, who sells more? Just what store, what retail outlet sells more hot dogs than anybody in America?
A retail outlet. What?
I don't even know who even. I mean, outside of like
the minute you,
we're gonna go. Oh, of course.
Yeah,
right?
Instantly.
Yeah.
We just talked about it.
Yankee Stadium.
No, because we just said Milwaukee.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven sells more hot dogs than anybody else in the U.S. with 100 million a year.
100 million.
Dude, listen to me right now.
That's a lot of dogs.
You mean landscapers up there shaking their head yes with a hot dog in their hand?
Well, it could have been a Costco dog. Look at Jack over there.
Old Big Bite.
I almost got one yesterday, and I'm like, nope.
Except there's like 40 7-Elevens for every one Costco.
Exactly. That's a good point.
And then lastly, that was the other one. The hot dogs caused the deaths there. Pretty crazy, hot dogs. And today is National Hot Dog Day. I may have to go home and make some damn hot dogs now.
You think so?
I have some left over from the 4th, and I have a can of chili, too.
I thought, isn't it true? It's the worst thing you can eat, or the most unhealthy.
Outside of it is one of the most unhealthy things you can eat, and it's just because of the triglycerides and sodium that's in it. Other than that, it's just everybody. As you read a little bit about hot dogs, they really do get a bad rap because it isn't like parts. It is ground up pork, chicken, turkey.
Oh, I was always taught it was what was left on the factory floor.
Nah, it's not that really. The artificial smoke obviously isn't good for you.
What about all beef?
All beef.
They say it's all beef.
All beef are fine. That's fine.
I love a good Nathan's dog.
I think it's the curing salt that really is the thing that's the most dangerous for you. The sodium content is pretty high. They're also fatty.
Yeah, that or all the plastic we're ingesting. Have your hot dog.
What's your favorite roll for a hot dog?
Martin's potato bun.
Yeah, that's what the funny thing is, Jack. In this story, when you looked at all the different kinds, damn near every one of them is in a potato roll, a Martin's potato roll. But the one of those dogs we talked about earlier, I want to say it was either the Jersey dog or the New York dog, is in pizza dough. So they cook a bun that looks like a bun, but it's actually made out of pizza dough. And that's their hot dog bun.
I don't hate it.
I will tell you another thing, too. If you get
I'm old school. I'm going to just take a regular hot dog bun.
Not me. I like the Fat Daddies, and I go to Publix, and I get their sub rolls because their sub rolls are small. They're like, and actually, it's the perfect larger hot dog bun, and they have some body to them. The only thing I don't like about potato rolls is they're a little too squishy. So I actually like them. I like them a little stale for hot dogs because when you start putting all that stuff on them, it just kind of it soaks it all up.
Exactly, and then it gets messy.
And you got to have raw onion, cheese, chili, mustard.
Well, we know what Jimmy's having for dinner.
5 of those. That'd be great. Ross next.
Make Real Radio 104.1 #1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The left lane's blocked on Orange Blossom Trail northbound at Cinder Lane Parkway. There's a crash getting cleared up off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound approaching Saxon Boulevard there. The off-ramp's partially blocked from the Turnpike southbound to I-4. The roadways are getting busy tonight, so travel with caution. Expect some rainy conditions in your area, slippery roadways, and reduced visibility. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected when it matters most. Be prepared with Rapid Radio's walkie-talkies. With instant push-to-talk and LTE nationwide coverage, you can reach family and friends in any emergency. 100% private, no contracts, no hassle.
Stay safe. Order now at rapidradios.com.
Look, not much of a secret if you live in Florida that from about, let's say, June till October, you better have an AC system that you can lean on. And if you don't have an AC system you can lean on, you better have an AC company you can lean on. We love Mills Air here. These guys are great. 30 years of experience in Central Florida, keeping you and your family nice and cool. And I'll tell you something else. This company's run by a great guy who started this company with just him and one van. But hard work, dedication, and being good to his customers, 60 vans now to cover you wherever you are in Central Florida. And they know how to take care of you. Plus, these guys are carrier factory authorized dealers. That's important. Here's why. It could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Find them online easily at millsair.com.
Imagine yourself winning $1,000 this summer. Would you do a beach weekend? Upgrade your phone? Commission a custom portrait of yourself? Hey, we're not here to judge. We are here to give you that chance to get $1,000 in your hand. 13 times each weekday. Hear keyword, enter website, answer phone. We are the best at this, and you are in the right place. Real Radio 104.1. This national contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Oh, boy. You know what I hate? Missing a good deal. Like you find out something was at a really good price and, it already expired. Well, that's why I want to let you know you still have time for solar. If you are thinking about solar, whether it's the electric in your home or heating your pool or getting a battery backup system to be able to avoid blackouts when we lose power during storms, now is the time to act and go to solarsource.com before August 31st, because there has been a 30% solar tax credit that's been going on for quite a while. Guess what? It expires at the end of the year, but you have to be on the books and have your system done before then. That's why August 31st is the deadline. If you are thinking about solar, get the estimate. Go to solarsource.com. They've been doing it longer than anyone in our community since 1984. They're my go-to company for solar, and I've been an early adopter. I used the 30% tax credit, and that was back in 2013 when I got my solar. Don't miss out. Go to solarsource.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, Orlando.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickley.com.
Call Nickley.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan Wealth today at 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone? But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit reesewindows.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Look at that handsome fool. Look at him. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 6 o'clock keyword is bonus. That's BONUS. And what a bonus it is to talk to this gentleman every day. Right now, getting ready for the city match. You guys give it up good and loud for our man Ross Padgett. There he is. Live from Exploria Stadium.
Here.
Enter and Co Stadium.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm about to host this Enter and Co Stadium match against New York City FC. I'm very excited. Every time I do this gig, I feel like the prom king of Orlando, but that's a secret between you and us.
Very nice.
Okay. We won't tell anyone.
Yeah. Well, you're decked out today. A lot of color on you today.
Nah, that's the first time anybody has ever said that about me.
I haven't seen that kit before. It's pretty badass.
This is the most legendary Orlando City kit that they've ever dropped because it's filled with Easter eggs with the decade-long history of Orlando City in the MLS. Honor Thy History kit. I'm a walking Orlando City commercial, and I feel like a prom king about it.
That's very nice. Who are we playing tonight?
We are playing New York City FC. Fun fact, they are our first rival here in MLS. They actually joined Major League Soccer the same year as we did. And every time I traveled up to New York all those years ago, it was to see Orlando City versus this same soccer club and also see some plays.
Yeah, very nice. And you said that they're right behind us in the rankings, right? So this is a very important game tonight?
This is neck and neck. That last match against Montreal left a real bitter taste in a lot of Orlando City fans' mouths, and I'm happy to say that our opponents tonight, Jim, make this a food joke, look like sliced ginger. A little palate cleanser.
Very cool. What do you got for us today, buddy? What's you got? I actually saw the Good Sauce spot today. What are we talking about this weekend or this week?
You know, I try to tackle a topic right up front. And Deb, bear with me here because you love animals. I love animals. This is an animal loving show. And I know this is going to sound sad as soon as I say it. My dog is on her way out.
I'm sorry.
But I'm tired, though, of it being so sad whenever I tell people that. I'm trying to change the tune a little bit when dogs are on their final years. My dog has lived an amazing life, and to be honest with you, there's some pros and cons when your dog goes blind and deaf.
Now, is this Zelda?
This is Zelda. Fireworks is done. The fireworks used to terrify her. Now she's good.
No longer a problem.
Yeah, cannot hear or see them. She's fine.
See, you can't be anxious if you can't see or hear anything.
That's right.
So there's a little silver lining. I don't know. I just wanted to celebrate my dog. I don't know how many days or months or years she has left. I know dog years, she's 188.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, my God almighty.
She's putting up Abraham biblical ages right now these days.
It's like giant tortoise numbers there.
You should come up with a bucket list for her.
You know, that's a great idea. The thing is that she won't be able to see it. You know, like
Too soon.
You know, like listen. I would say she's listening, but she's also not doing that either. But I do know what my dog is getting loved every second I can possibly give it. I didn't think my heart could get any bigger, and then you see your dog get cloudy eyes, and it kind of looks like the thing that's around the cat in the first Men in Black movie.
Oh yeah.
Like
the cataracts.
Yeah, she's got,
the
cataracts.
Like a cloudy marble.
Exactly. Now, when you see that, it kind of turns up that this is a new love that I have for my super old dog. She doesn't even know who's petting her, but she knows that she's getting pet, and it's a different type of lean into whatever hand is petting her. I don't know. Whenever you hear about older dogs, it's always sad, but there is a different level of love that is required, and it seems like it's just so faux pas to talk about old dogs leaving that we never talk about it. But there are some really some tips and tricks that I think you should know when you have an old dog. And the first and foremost thing is acknowledge that it's old, but don't stop loving it. Don't be sad every time you see your older dog.
I would say don't get a puppy before that one passes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No way. Can't do that. That would be one of the tips and tricks that I would be like, stray away from that, because that's like, I don't know, soak in these last days. No matter how hard they are, they still love getting pet. They don't know what's going on, but I'm happy to be the one thing that's going on.
Let me ask you, have you guys had a conversation about, how far you're going to let her kind of, how far that road you're going to let her get down before you make a decision for her?
I kind of went into it, and off of the light internet research and topic and people that I've spoke to, is that once your dog really stops eating and it stops drinking water, that's usually one of, if not the biggest telltale sign that question is now on the table.
Incontinence is another one. If they can't control their bowel movements or their urination and stuff, that's another one. If they just kind of do it where they're standing, that's how we knew our little dog back in the day was at that point. She was blind, deaf, the whole 9 yards, and just didn't know where she was to go to the bathroom.
Happened to Jeet, and it happened fast too.
And it just, I find it so, and I understand why, because it's such a hard topic to talk about, because dogs are the most wholesome, innocent, they're sentient Pixar movies.
Yeah.
They are the best animals
the greatest.
that I have ever, they're the greatest.
They're
and then
angels
whenever
without
we talk
wings.
Exactly. When we talk about their final chapter, it almost seems like that's too sad, but I'm trying to at least push back and go, it's not too sad, because I'm still loving the living hell out of my favorite dog.
And good for you, dude. That's a good thing to do.
So that's one of the topics on the podcast. And then on a huge, massive segue skirt, we started a street art team.
A street art team?
Yeah, dude.
Like with
episode
chalk?
65. No, dude, with chalk? It could be chalk. I don't know. Actually.
Graffiti?
Yeah, dude, we're going to break some laws.
You guys are tagging buildings?
I think that's
Yeah,
a
dude,
brilliant
well,
idea.
Listen, it's hard to get your brand out there these days. What? A little break in law, a little law break over there, a little law break over there. That's not going to hurt. And
Man.
maybe we get a couple more followers here.
Do you know that there was a comedian back in the day that did that here in Orlando? A guy named Tom Rhodes went around Orlando and spray painted a stencil of himself all over places. I-4 columns. I mean, everywhere you'd see this stenciled spray paint thing of Tom Rhodes.
Now, I won't tell you what I thought was the best idea for our first street art venture, which actually we had a meeting yesterday about it. This looks like it's actually going to happen, but I'll give you our first idea. What would happen if you walked out in Orlando and all of a sudden there was about 150 4-foot anal lizards scattered all throughout Central Florida?
I mean, I would freak out. It'd be weird.
Yeah, but they're statues.
Oh, they're statues. We did that before already.
The anoles?
Yeah, but anoles. Sorry, I called them anals. It happened.
That's hard to paint.
Yeah, that's...
Wait, let me back up real fast.
Yeah.
I say imagine 4-foot lizards all over Central Florida, and you thought I'm growing these lizards in a lab? I forgot I was talking real lizards?
I forgot we had that thing there for a minute, that we had some lizards around.
And because I bought that piece of art on air with you guys, I got to break the news that I bought the weirdest, most contemporary piece of art.
That's right.
And it's gonna be hung up in the studio. They found out on that episode, and it's very funny to find and see Joel's face as I tell him that I spent $100 on a part of an 18-foot baby sculpture.
A slice of baby.
Solomon's baby.
It is a phenomenal episode. I know I always say that, but I wasn't really saying that the first 4 weeks that we did this show, if I'm being honest with you, because I knew that first 2 months of episodes, which are still out, we're still learning. I'm still learning how to produce and host and co-host. And now these last 4 episodes, I think they've gotten better every week. We keep gelling more and more hot takes. I know that you guys have a gong every time someone nails it and gets it right.
You know it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
We have a gong as well, but for whenever one of us really feels the definitive statement coming up. And I'm happy to say that episode 65 has the most gongs, the most hot takes, the most opinions about opinions I think we've ever had.
Wow.
I like the hot take gong. That's good.
Yeah, I like the opinions about opinions.
Yeah. Opinions of opinions.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a cycle. It's like Inception, but with words.
Show title.
Is that your security behind you in the khaki pants?
I didn't even know someone was behind me, dude.
Your head is covering him up perfectly, except when you moved, I saw the red T-shirt.
You almost bumped his butt.
I had no idea that guy was behind me. But let's go Orlando City. Definitely hit subscribe for Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. We'll take as many people as your ears are willing to give. So thank you, Orlando, for listening. Our last episode is the most listened to episode that we've had. So that means it's working, and that means the effort is worth it. And if you listen to the first 4 weeks, you're right. That wasn't that good. These last 4 weeks... I'm right. Those are pretty good.
I would agree. The show has been very funny. I would agree with that 100%, buddy.
Yeah, you guys are the best. And then I'll see you guys Friday.
You got it, buddy. Yeah. There he is, Ross Padet. Go City. Kick that.
Let's go City.
Kick that New York FC ass.
There we go. Let's go City.
All right, 77031. Don't forget your 6 o'clock keyword is bonus. That's BONUS. Get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from the Greenway southbound to State Road 408. Emergency crews are off to the shoulder, clearing up an accident on I-4 westbound approaching Saxon Boulevard. There's a crash getting cleared up here on Orange Blossom Trail northbound at Cinder Lane Parkway. The roadways are busy tonight. Expect some rainy conditions in some areas. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now at rapidradios.com.
Man, I love my friends over at Eustace Roofing. These guys have so much integrity. You have to when you're open for, let's say, 2, 3, carry the 4, 65 years. Opened in 1959. Man, that's impressive. 4.9 Google rating with over 1,000 reviews. They're just really good at what they do. They even offer no interest financing, and they serve all of Central Florida. Plus, these guys are metal roofing experts, which means they manufacture that roof on site so it fits your home perfectly. And they may be able to satisfy your insurance carrier by simply cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. What you got to do is get them on your property for a free estimate. Just visit EustaceRoofing.com. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. Eustace Roofing.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit theNickLeeGroup.com.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Monday at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show. Ray Trendley and the Colbert crew will be discussing all things law and not law on a variety of topics, from the latest legal news to the best new movies.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Central Florida, my kids and I have been wanting to see you in a Kia for more than 20 years. Come join our family because we want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
Their sound-shaped music for generations to come. Toto live with Christopher Cross and Men at Work. One special night with hit after hit. Saturday, July 19th, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Toto live with Christopher Cross and Men at Work.
The accident wasn't your fault. You shouldn't have to pay those bills. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay for your medical bills. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
When disaster strikes your home or business, you need more than a quick fix. You need a team you can count on. You need Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida. From storm and water damage to fire, smoke, or mold, Paul Davis Restoration is ready 24/7 with the experience and care to get life back on track. They dry, clean, repair, and restore. Fast, professional, and reliable every step of the way. When things go wrong, they do what's right. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida.
I'm Jeff. I got a call that my wife Katie was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Klausman. Glenn Klausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I can't think about my Uncle Chris without thinking about the craziest night of my life. The Uncle Chris podcast tells the story of my Uncle Chris, a real character, a garbage truck driver from South Carolina who is now buried alongside the founding families of Panama. Wild stories about adventure, romance, crime, history, and war intertwine as I share the tall tales and hard truths that have helped me understand Uncle Chris. Listen to Uncle Chris on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Uncle Chris and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reesewindows.com.
You've got apps for everything. Music, photos, even ordering coffee. But only one app gives you the live radio experience. It's radio your way. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions already listening. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
What it do, Colbert crew? You know him. Your favorite teabag in the villas of Duval. I'm everywhere, baby. But today we raise beer to National Corn Fritter Day. How can you not love a corn fritter? I almost cussed. But hope you have a good show, y'all.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
Peace.
All right. Bonus is your 6 o'clock keyword, BONUS. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bonus. That is it. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
He is.
Ross forgot to mention it, but he's going to be at SAC Comedy Lab this weekend doing the best of 10 sketches.
It's not this weekend. It's tomorrow.
And Sorry, that's right. Tomorrow night.
This is why he's going to be on Friday with us instead of Thursday.
That's right.
Because they're doing this show at SAC Comedy Lab tomorrow night.
I'm so used to him working on the weekends.
Yeah.
I've said it. I've said literally the weekend every single time I've mentioned the gig. But if you go to rosscomedy.com, you could grab your tickets, and they're very excited about it. A lot of work, very entertaining.
What's cool is both shows were a hit. 10 sketches and then 10 more sketches. What they've done is they've taken the 10 best out of those 20 sketches. That's what they're performing at SAC Comedy Lab tomorrow night. So it's good for them. It's quality entertainment. You will laugh. You will have a good time. Oh, yeah. And, without a doubt. rosscomedy.com.
Very nice. Yeah, it is. It is really fun. I thought the second set of sketches was funnier. For some reason, I thought there were probably 4 or 5 in there. I just literally belly laughed at, and I think I just got acclimated to it after the first season. That they learned from it as well. They learned how to make them funnier. But man, I got to tell you, dragons are real.
Oh, I love that one.
I mean, dragons are real. It's just. I mean, that's a sketch that you could see on SNL.
Sure,
no question. I would think a couple of these premises you could actually see as Saturday Night Live sketches. They're that funny. The dragons are real thing is so good.
But the baseball sketch from the first year is, I think, might be the gold standard.
Yeah, it is damn good. You're right, 100%. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
That's what I hear.
Jack watched Now, I tried to last night. I remember sitting there. I was playing poker online, and I was like, oh, yeah, the All-Star game's tonight. And we talked about the robot ump, thum. We talked about the robot ump, and I wanted to see this whole thing in action.
Right.
And for some reason, man, you're going to love this. I get my television through Hulu, like I do everything. And for some reason, Hulu would not load for me last night. It was absolutely killing me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the numbers were like. There's no way it could be the traffic was so big it wouldn't load, but I just couldn't load it. So I had to go back this morning and look at highlights, and I heard the ending was amazing.
Yeah, so it was on Fox. I watched the beginning and then dipped out, watched an episode of Squid Game, and then came back and caught the ending, which was absolutely great.
Was it Schwarber?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
so. The first with the robot ump, because we talked a lot about that yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was exactly like they tested in spring training.
Right.
And like they've been working on in the minor leagues, whereas all the umps are on the field, right? So, but what they can do is they can challenge the pitcher, the batter, or the catcher. Only those three players on the field can challenge a pitch, whether it is a ball or a strike. And then they go, and they do it fast, too, which is great. You're not waiting around.
Right.
They show it on the screen, and if it catches any part of the strike zone, it's a strike.
Right.
And I saw it challenged 3 times successfully. Each time it was overturned.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the one catcher said there were 4 total challenges, and he won 3 of them.
Yeah, I missed. I dipped out for a little bit. So, but the 3 I saw were all. It was effect. I like it. I really do. So you only get, I believe it's 2 per team.
Right.
And and again, it's only the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter who gets to challenge something. So you got to decide: is this an important enough part of the point in the game to challenge it? Because if you won't have it in the 8th or 9th inning if you use it in the 6th or 7th, right?
Yeah, you're not trying that on a 3-1 count or a 3-0 count
Anyway,
if they throw a strike,
I think we're going to see it in the major leagues. I think it works. I like things being right, correct.
Yeah.
I hate seeing, when your team benefits from a bad call, you kind of look the other way and you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
But when it works against you, there is nothing more infuriating.
Yeah. And the catcher, I saw the clip from the catcher, and I forget the guy's name, but he was talking about how proud he was that his calls got upheld. In other words, the fact that he goes, look, I've been doing this my whole life. I know a strike when I see one.
Yeah.
And I know a ball when I see one. And it was actually cool to hear him. And he sounded really excited about having the machine, basically verify what he was saying. That, that was or was not a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so that, and I like that aspect of it. I'm in favor of it. I know, baseball purists don't like changing anything, but, deal with it.
Yeah, things have been changed a lot.
So, and one of the things that was changed is how to get out of a tie all-star game, right? Because in the past, they could go to extra innings, and nobody wants that. You're trying to, it's an exposition.
Right. You don't want to put a guy. You don't want to put anybody out there that's going to injure themselves and take themselves out of a season or anything like that. And of course, that's when it would happen, right? Tie ball game. You're trying to outrun a single. You pull a hamstring, trip over first.
And a game that really has no meaning.
Value.
And the managers, what they're trying to get everyone in, so they're trying to limit the workload because they have a regular season to go back to. So you don't want to play another 3, 4, 5 innings because you've already gone through all your people, and then you're just you're stretching the last people you have for no reason.
Right. No reason to do that.
So they had 1 year where it ended in a tie, and people lost their minds. They're like, "What are you talking about? You can't end in a tie."
Right.
So they came up with the swing off. It's basically a home run derby.
Contest. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was neat was American League was losing 6-4 in the 9th inning. They scored 2 to tie it, and so they tied it in the 9th. That caused the swing off. Each manager had to pick 3 players. Then it's like batting practice. It's a home run derby. They have one of the managers from their team, pitch,
for a BP.
Yeah, throw home batting practice, and you get 3 swings. You don't have to swing at every pitch. You swing at the ones you want, but you only get 3 swings, and home runs count. And American League was up. I think it was 3-1, and then Schwarber gets up for National League. He needed all 3. Now he's a Philly. Needed all 3, and he put all 3 in the stands.
Unbelievable.
One bigger than the other.
Unbelievable. I saw that when he hit it dead center was that's a bomb.
It was really, I was rooting for the American League, and I was excited about it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It just really brought some excitement to the game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, very unique, man. I didn't know that part of it either. I hadn't heard that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't learn until the 9th inning last night.
I'm going to have to go and check that out on YouTube. I just saw that Schwarber hit a bomb to dead center, and I didn't see what the context was of.
Yeah, so each player puts up 3 players, and they get 3 swings each.
Yeah,
and
very
they
cool.
alternate.
Very cool.
It's similar to penalty kicks in soccer.
Yeah. Well, they found something that works. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's half the battle with these All-Star games. People got to get it burned out on it.
Yeah.
I remember when it was like, oh, the slam dunk contest will be around forever. It'll be the greatest thing thing ever. And you're
Yeah.
like, then
It's like yawn.
Yeah, no, they don't get any stars to do it, you know.
Yeah, and I think you see that with the home run derby as well. There's kind of
Yeah.
waning interest depending on who's in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was really neat, and you pick your 3 players, and then you got to let it go with them.
Very
So,
cool. That's a cool idea. I'll have
Yeah.
to check that out. I'll watch it done on YouTube.
Yeah.
How many people in Florida do you believe have a medical marijuana card?
Ooh, good question.
How many people do you believe, Deborah, have a medical marijuana card in Florida?
61%.
No, just give me a number.
A number? Oh, I don't know. 1 million?
Wait, 61% of the there's what, 20-something million people?
22 million people
I
in
dropped
Florida.
it when I realized 61 was too high.
Yeah. Good job.
No pun intended.
Okay, yeah. I will say 31% of the people who actually smoke marijuana.
It's about 1 million people. You almost hit.
Wow. All right.
Just short of 1 million people have one of the marijuana cards. And of course, if people who do not know what that is, you can go to a doctor, you can get a prescription, you can get yourself a medical marijuana card, go into a dispensary, and buy yourself some weed. And by the way,
Wait, you can do that here?
Yes.
Really?
And by the way, the medical marijuana card is not like an automatic pass. You can't go in and just buy everything you want. You get a prescription for a certain amount of whatever. Your flower, vape, tincture. Is it tincture or tincture or whatever it is? Tincture, yeah. So you that's what you can get. You can't go in and buy just whatever you want. The doctor has to tell you what you can have, right? Have you guys heard of the new law that Florida passed?
Yes.
SB 2514.
Well, Jim, 4 times today you said, "Have you heard?" and Deb responded with a yes.
Yeah, she knows every one of them. The law. So the reason why I asked this and say that is because have you heard about this?
I have no idea what. No.
This is a very vague and interesting thing. Now, I don't know if you read
Not a
something.
pothead.
If you read something different than I did, I'm dying to hear this. But so this new state law explains that it will, quote, suspend the registration of a qualified patient charged with a violation and revoke the medical marijuana use registration of qualified patients and caregivers who enter certain pleas or are found guilty of certain drug offenses. But it never mentions what those drug offenses are.
Or offenses in general.
It doesn't mention anything. It doesn't say anything about that. Now, again, this isn't the entire bill. It doesn't say the entire bill. This is just a story from Channel 2 here locally. But it says that, of course, John Morgan kind of came out immediately. He had a statement about this because, DeSantis did not really want this to pass. They tried everything in their power, even after the voters had agreed to it, to try to keep it out or create some kind of hurdle where it would be even more difficult for you to get your card.
And if you remember, part of the scandal with the Hope Foundation was that the money that they received from a Medicaid settlement,
Yes.
Medicaid or Medicare settlement,
$84 million.
Instead of going to the Hope Florida organization, they had funneled some of those funds, reportedly, into groups that were lobbying against the recreational marijuana.
Right, and of course, Attorney John Morgan here in Orlando, who's put tons of money into this, and will again. By the way, he will do it again, no question. He says that obviously this whole thing for DeSantis has been a pharmaceutical industry issue because pharmaceutical industries have seen a major drop in prescriptions for like Oxy and Xanax and all of those illicit drugs that people have been using to, quell the pain or whatever. Medical marijuana has allowed people to kind of stop using that, and it's, you can see the difference apparently.
Well, the pharmaceuticals, they may have seen a lot. I don't see how you can blame medical marijuana for that, because the issue probably would be the database that the state of Florida has set up for anyone who gets an opioid prescription. So it is not easy, thanks to the opioid crisis.
Yeah.
State officials created that database, which I think has limited greatly the number of prescriptions.
And if legal marijuana leads to less opioid use,
yes.
Amen.
Well, and again, that's a great point. John Morgan points to a massive Republican campaign contributions from Pfizer and big chain pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens for driving this anti-medical cannabis narrative in the legislature, which actually created this new law. So they're funding it for sure. It says people who do not want medical marijuana are the people who make Oxy, Percocet, Xanax, all the poisons. And what happened with the pharmaceutical industry with the opioid crisis was criminal. It killed so many people. That's who doesn't want medical marijuana. That's what John Morgan says. It says...
I agree with that point.
Yeah.
I do as well.
Republican Party Chair of Florida, Evan Power, says obviously that card is a privilege and there can be responsibilities added to that. He repeatedly called the marijuana medical card a privilege, despite the fact that voters approved it as a permanent fixture to the state constitution.
And that is the problem with Tallahassee. Just Tallahassee is the fact that we will vote and they will tell us, no, you don't really know what you're doing. No, we're really not going to. No.
Yeah.
We hired you, not the other way around.
Power says that this new law is just one example of many that strip citizens of their rights when they violate other laws, adding, quote, it's also a place where we don't want people abusing that medical marijuana process to achieve other goals other than a healthy remedy for certain illnesses that we've deemed important.
So we have deemed important. Yeah, thank you.
Not doctors or professionals.
Exactly. Or voters.
I don't want anything a politician says deeming it good for me. I can figure that out. I'm a grown-ass man, and I pay my taxes.
But
I'm
listen
good.
to that language. That language is so patronizing and parental, and they are talking to adults who have to pay. You have to pay for all of that stuff. None of that comes from the state. I don't know what privilege they're talking about.
And Dr. Joseph Rosado is a local medical marijuana prescriber who obviously vehemently opposes this new law. He compares it to someone being arrested for drinking and driving under the influence and then having their driving privileges restored. In other words, the whole thing, you're going to take this card away, but yet I can get a DUI and eventually get my license back.
Right.
Yeah. What's the difference in what we're doing here?
They don't like marijuana use in the state of Florida, so they're going to circumvent and try to find every other way around it to make it as difficult as possible.
That's
when
exactly
the people
the case.
have the ability to have amendments be put on the ballot and voted into the Constitution, it usurps the power that the legislature has to deal with their donors and the people who give them money.
They hate it.
So they don't like not having all the power. That's why they have made it harder, and they are working to make it harder to have the citizens get ballots signed and put on the ballot for voting. And it's shameful. It's absolutely shameful what they've done on any topic. If the legislature is not doing what the populace believe should be done, we have a right to get an amendment on the ballot and put it up for a vote.
That has been enshrined in Florida's Constitution since 1960. This is the first legislature that has tried to undermine it. We have the angriest lawmakers against their constituents I've ever seen.
And it's amazing. What's more amazing than that is the fact that people will vote these people back into office.
Hopefully not, but
yeah, because this is one issue they think that's malleable, as opposed to the other issues that they would normally vote for, whether it be immigration issues, finance issues, or something like that. This is low on the totem pole when it comes to that. But still, 60% is 60%, and the people have spoken. Just because you don't like it, there are a number of governors, I'm sure, that go throughout their states who have laws in their states they don't particularly agree with. But unfortunately, the citizens in their states do agree with it. And like Deb said, you work for us. We make the decisions. We just told you by our votes that this is what we'd like, so get to it.
They work for us, but the problem is if we keep rehiring them, then they're going to continue the behavior that they do.
They've forgotten that they work for us because, no, they have. They've forgotten that they work for us, and they're so beholden to these special interests that keep them in power.
That's the issue. They're really not, they don't really, I really think it's arrogant of us to say that they work for us. That used to be the case. What they work for now is lobbyists and campaign money because of Citizens United. That no question that has destroyed the idea of fair elections, that destroyed the idea of getting votes organically. Because when you're pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into a governor's race in a state, what do you expect? I mean, that's how it's going to be. That's how it is now. That's the most destructive Supreme Court decision ever is Citizens United.
Yeah.
It has basically turned our election process into a slot machine. Who can get the most money? I heard them talking about it today. These governor races, obviously 2026 is going to be a very interesting year for midterms, and they're already talking about hundreds of millions of dollars being poured into Senate runs in pissant states because those seats are so valuable in the larger picture. That's what they want.
But it's what
so
they want.
It's so gross.
But then in the end, we're the ones who suffer egregiously from their policies, right?
Well,
we suffer egregiously from their policies. And by the way, not every state in the union has this thing called a constitutional amendment. Florida's like one of I think nearly 24 states.
Yeah.
Like half the country allows it. And it's been something we've been allowed to do since 1960. And this legislature has bent themselves over backwards trying to tie our hands. Just our hands, the voters' hands. Ooh, I get mad.
All right. Let's do You Heard It Here first. What's coming up for You Heard It Here first?
Speaking of Tallahassee, Governor DeSantis announces a pause. Rain causes flooding in Brevard County, and the Fire Festival sells its brand. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here first.
You got it. We'll take a little break, come back and do Deb's News and get the hell out of here on a Wednesday.
Woohoo!
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35, Storm Team Meteorologist Noah Bergen here. We're tracking classic July weather again for Thursday. A couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Whatever does pop up will move towards the northwest. A couple maybe on the stronger side, highs of the low 90s. Once we get into the weekend, the rain chances come down dramatically and the temperatures will go up. Talking about high 90s for afternoon highs Saturday and Sunday with a heat index, the highest of the year so far. Many places around 108 this weekend. Have a good night.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now at rapidradios.com.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at FAS Exteriors. Man, are these guys awesome. They are so good at what they do. FAS stands for Father and Son, by the way. This is built from the ground up. Windows and doors, that's what they do. I got a couple of my homes completely redone by FAS Exteriors. That means windows and doors. And their expert team of window and door installers made that entire project seamless from measurement all the way down to that final inspection. Even the Seminole County inspector was so impressed by the install, he actually mentioned it to me. They've been doing this since 2005. FAS has earned their spot as Orlando's top-rated window and door expert. So, with that in mind, upgrade your home today with a team that delivers excellence. Simply visit FASWD.com and trust the leader in windows and doors. There's still time to enjoy locked-in summer value at Sam's Club. Until July 22nd, prices are held on over 1,000 items. This is the perfect time to join Sam's Club and make the most of summer. So sign up for a membership today at samsclub.com/join.
Are you all worked up and working too much? You know what y'all need? Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to have fun. Y'all need some adventure. Why? Y'all need Gatorland. How do we know? Ain't no one got more animals, more gators, or more fun than Gatorland. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $17.50 admission now through the end of July. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Take your taste buds back to when French fries were invented and cooked in beef tallow. Steak and Shake has brought that back. No preservatives, no additives, just 100% beef tallow for the best fry. Crispy on the outside and potato on the inside. Beef tallow fries only at Steak and Shake. You'll love it too much.
Carl Black Chevrolet wants to send you and a friend to Nashville for a summer getaway and tickets to see Teddy Swims on Thursday, August 21st in Nashville. Log on to carlblack.com/getaway for your chance to win 2 lawn seats to experience the soul-drenched sound of Teddy Swims at Ascend Amphitheater in Nashville. Round-trip airfare and 2 nights deluxe hotel accommodations at the Omni Hotel Nashville are included. Carl Black Chevrolet will also put $200 spending cash in your pocket. Log on to carlblack.com/getaway for your chance to grab a pair of lawn seat tickets to see Teddy Swims in Nashville. Plus, spending cash, round-trip airfare, and deluxe hotel accommodations. Carl Black Chevy Buick GMC Orlando, 11500 East Colonial Drive, and online at carlblackorlando.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Want to bet on sports but no clue where to start? Millions of players are already making moves on Hard Rock Bet. Your friends might be winning. Why not you? Bet with confidence. Bets by real players help guide your picks. Go with the crowd and cash in on the wins. Any pick that catches your eye. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed
Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
The All-American Summer Savings Event is happening now at Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Save up to $11,000 on select new 2023 Harley-Davidsons. Get limited-time summer savings while supplies last. Inventory available at 5 great locations, so if we don't have it, we can get it. Pre-qualify for financing and value your current trade at SpaceCoastHarley.com now. The All-American Summer Savings Event happening now at Space Coast Harley-Davidson. Offer valid on select in-stock 2023 models, like 2023 Street Glide, stock number 609165.
It's warm outside, but sizzling inside BJ's Wholesale Club with red-hot summer savings. Get scorching weekly deals like cherries for $1.99 a pound and $1 off green grapes and corn with a digital coupon now through July 21st. Not hot enough? Get up to 25% off grocery store prices, plus same-day delivery and curbside pickup. Crank the AC and we'll bring it to you. Then fill up with everyday low prices at BJ's Gas. Not a member? Join now for hot savings every day. BJ's, absurdly simple savings.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit OneFirmForLife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
TK Law wants to remind us to look ahead. We're going to look ahead tomorrow on Real Radio. Starts with the Monsters in the Morning at 6 a.m. They'll have a couple chances for you to win $1,000 starting at 9 a.m. But also Daisy Del Toro in studio, keeping the boys on their toes. That's tomorrow on a Thursday edition of the Monsters in the Morning. Don't forget to look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Go online. Visit OneFirmForLife.com.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Don't forget to get your tickets to Ross's show coming up tomorrow night. Do that at rosscomedy.com.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it is. Incredible. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Coming up tomorrow, we will have Danny Meyering in. Glenn will be in for Colbert Courts. 4 more opportunities for you to win $1,000 here on this show, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks, all the fun stuff. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Sure are.
Let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for
Yeah.
You Heard It Here
I'm trying to think of everything in my head I got to do.
Colbert Show.
It's
Man,
a bunch.
You are not kidding.
It's a bunch.
Sitting in that chair or doing what? Oh, yeah.
It's a whole bunch.
I like sitting in my chair.
I get half the stuff I say wrong and half the dates wrong. Like I said the wrong name of the stadium earlier. I mean, it's just all this stupid stuff because there's so much stuff.
Lots of stuff.
So much stuff.
So let me add some more stuff to it for you. Governor Ron DeSantis says he's going to wait to open the new Camp Blanding ice facility. The governor says he wants to fill up Alligator Alcatraz before opening the detention center in Clay County. Alligator Alcatraz can hold between 3,000 and 4,000 migrants. It hasn't reached capacity yet. All right, heavy rain. So we thought yesterday, right? We wake up today, beautiful blue skies. We're like, oh, yeah, that was yesterday's problem. No, not at all. Radar shows, of course, storms throughout Central Florida, and heavy rain is responsible for leaving a mess in Brevard County. Flooding was reported in Mims yesterday. An apartment complex on US 1 and Irwin Ave was affected. A property manager estimates that at least 18 inches of water entered some units. Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, the Mims area, and is that near Rockledge? I saw the map, but I can just...
No, Mims is actually where you go to Geneva. If you just keep going past Geneva, you'll run through Mims. So it's out off of 46 going toward Titusville.
Yeah, it's north of Rockledge. Rockledge is the highest part of Brevard County.
Well, their area, Rockledge and Mims, yesterday with all that rain, they got between 6 and 8 inches.
That's insane.
In 24 hours.
Yeah.
So one man tells News 6 this was just a, quote, typical rainy day, but there are concerns about what could happen in a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
And then speaking of storms, Fire Festival is selling the rights to the brand. How much did it sell for, gentlemen?
$20. Overpaid.
It's got to have some value.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll go like $75,000.
$245,000.
Damn,
wow.
really?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad. Not bad.
Now, the
They
sale
probably ended up making money on this deal.
Take care of those legal fees, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing, right? The sale took place on eBay Tuesday, including its IP, brand trademarks, and social media assets. Maybe all of that helped it. But billed in 2017 as a luxury outdoor music festival in the Bahamas, the event became notorious for its tents and prepackaged sandwiches instead of the lavish villas and meals promised, and was promptly canceled. Festival organizer Billy McFarland, who didn't learn this lesson, pleaded guilty to wire fraud and other related crimes for the event in 2018, serving almost 4 years in prison before, sadly, trying to launch it again in Mexico until Mexico said, wait, what?
He's filed no permit.
Exactly.
He's done nothing. Literally tried to do the exact same thing again.
Exactly.
Get out.
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deborah.
You're welcome.
Who do we have to thank today, young lady?
Well, we want to thank Kenny Tallier, Candace Hatch, and Schooner from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando.
Just commented on the picture they put up on Facebook, the post. They had the pictures of us. If you want to go check that out, Pet Alliance.
Yep.
We have all the great pics we took of the whole crew today. It was good.
It was awesome. Loving up on that big dog.
Oh, I love him.
And like Jack mentioned, don't sleep on them for veterinary care. They have their prices listed right there on their website, so no surprises there. Also want to thank Ross Padgett from Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. Do not forget to catch episode number 65 tonight at 8 o'clock. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Like we do every single day. Jack, question of the day?
Yeah, if you were single today, would you prioritize love or financial security?
Financial security for 41%.
51%
for love.
For love.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. 50-50, huh?
How about that?
Did you think it would be that
Nope.
close? You thought it would be way higher for love?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People don't want to be broke, Jack.
I don't even know how I'd answer it.
Because you really...
We'll delete this part of the podcast. All right. All right, big show coming up tomorrow, guys. Looking forward to it.
Yay.
All right, very good. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. And for us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time. Good Sauce, and, of course, our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
Put some hump in your day and stay safe. Bye.
Yep, you got it, Toyota.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from the Greenway southbound to State Road 408. The off-ramp's partially blocked from I-4 westbound to Anderson Street. There's a crash on the Greenway southbound at Moss Park Road, causing a bit of commotion. Traffic slowing down on all the major roadways tonight. Expect some rainy conditions, reduced visibility, and slippery roadways